Cboa YouTube channel, Cboa YouTube channel. All the materials which will be shared by our faculty will also be shared through our WhatsApp channels. So this one month, please concentrate on this sessions, and I wish all the aspirants a very best results in the examination. With this short introduction, I'll request Mr. Ravikumar. I think he has already joined our faculty. You all need no introduction to our Ravikumar sir, who has been taking utmost pain to take this promotion classes. He has been supporting for all these years, 3 years, ever since we started the online sessions. He has been our pillar of strength in these online sessions. And he is continuously preparing notes, PowerPoints. He is also parallelly taking classes in LDC also. So please make use of all these facilities given to you. All the best to all candidates. Mr. Ravikumar, if you already joined, please, you can. Ravikumar, sir. So he has already joined, but he is making other preparation in PowerPoint, I think. So he will be shortly addressing you all. So before we start, if you have anything to discuss or share, please. Hello. Hello. Yes, madam. It is started, madam. I will share you the details once again. You try to log in. Okay. So good morning, friends. If you want to share anything, you can for another 2 minutes.
Sir, I want to ask something.
Yeah, please.
Sir, parallelly, there is a nurture program also going on, and CBOA classes also started from today.
Yeah.
Some of the classes some of the subjects are very common, so it is not possible everyone to attend both the classes. So, which one would be better to go for?
Sir, CBOA classes, it is conducted on holidays for the benefit of the people. So if possible, you attend on holidays. Otherwise, we are also posting on YouTube channel. So even if you are not able to join the session, you can also later on listen to the audio video, so you can get benefited.
So the material for nurture and CBOA will be same, different?
Mostly, because it is after all the materials are culled out from circular and manuals only. There is no different versions. It is depending upon the author, whoever is preparing.
Right,
They maybe small with their small interpretation or language may differ, but basically everything comes from our circulars only.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You need not worry about materials. If you are already thorough with circulars, if you are having regular practice of reading circulars, you may not require material at all. Material is only to guide you, just where to read, where to start for each subject, because circulars comes on a serial number basis. It is not sorted subject wise.
Right, sir.
Our faculty help you to filter the circulars subject wise relevant, which is relevant to promotion. That alone they pick up and share you. You go through the circular, it will be very descriptive. When they are trying to spoon feed you by making the relevant information in their PowerPoint or in their other material, written text material. That is to only to help you to reduce the time taken while you are preparing for promotion.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Very much.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, madam.
Sir, kindly mute all, sir. Host is having this one, sir. SS.
Kindly post what you
Mute, sir. Because
mute.
other background sounds we are getting, sir.
No. Definitely, we will mute all the other participants once session starts. Hello. I will share you, madam. I will share you. My request to all the members, you can mute your video because it is going to take unnecessary network for you. You can also mute your audio unless you are going to talk or you are going to say anything. So kindly, I request all to mute your audio and also video. Anyway, I am going to mute all audio. That is your mics. I will be muting. Video also it is not required because wherever you are sitting, it may be in an uncomfortable position. It need not be revealed to all.
Uncomfortable position.
So kindly, I am requesting you, all of you, to mute your video also.
ये अपन बच्चा या किसी को लेके हाँ
So good morning, Mr. Ravikumar. I think you joined.
मुझे ভালো আছে দাদা না ভালো আছে আরে 3 बजे उठ गया तो कैसे ভালো रहिएगा आप 5 बजे उठा कीजिए सुने 5 बजे उठिए हम बोले 5 बजे उठ के ही काम करेंगे
Ravikumar sir, you can unmute yourself. I am muted everyone. If you have any audio issue, if you are watching through your mobile, on the left hand bottom corner, there will be a mic symbol. Touch that, it will show you two items. You enable Wi-Fi enable. If you select that option, it will allow you to listen to fully. Sir Naveen Shanmugam, you have problem with audio, is it? Please check what I told you. If you are watching through your mobile, go to your mic settings and enable Wi-Fi. Sir, whoever is posting as audio not coming, please follow what I told. If you are following through our Zoom, please go to bottom left of your mobile and there will be a mic symbol. In that mic, you touch and make it as Wi-Fi enabled. Thank you. Many people have posted voice is clear. Thank you. Ravi sir is joining shortly.
Sir, is that okay now?
Yeah, very clear, visible.
That annotation screen I'm trying, sir. Okay, shall I start, sir? Let us see
Yeah,
in
please.
between.
Yeah,
So,
please.
good morning, everybody. Welcome to this Canara Bank Officer Association sessions. The man behind everything for our CBOA is our General Secretary, Mr. Ravi Anna. Just I have kept his photo on the top so that people should know. Maybe here some clerical colleagues also might have joined. They may not be knowing about him. So that was the reason I have added this photo. So he's the man behind this show, and he only encouraged me to take these sessions for CBOA. And I should not forget my DGM, Gangadhar sir, from our training vertical head, chief learning officer, who always supported me to share my knowledge and my experience to my candidates. Before taking this program ahead, I would like to thank these two people for their help or pushing me up to take care of you people. I would like to thank them. Today, I would like to take two topics for today, KYC and priority. I have to take care of my health also. So I'm taking a break in between. After taking KYC, I will take a little break. Then I will start priority. And I strongly believe for the last 3 years experience of me, uh, if you listen the class carefully without reading, please, without writing, don't write anything till I say when I'm taking classes, especially on KYC. Any class, whenever I'm taking, the presentation will be with you. You need not write anything in pen and paper. But wherever possible, when I tell to listen, only listen. Please concentrate on the class. With memory only, you have to give the answer. Even at the end of the session also, I have kept some questions for you. You can answer. So before starting the session, I would like to tell something. If you get score, very good score, CBOA wants to recognize you. Even CBOA recognize clerical topper also. Not that even though we are working for officers organization, we encourage clerical group also, our clerical friends. If you are the topper of the entire India, they will give you 25,000 rupees. Entire pan India, the topper of the clerical to officer exam, they will give 10,000. For each circle, whoever topped, only single person, they will provide you 10,000 rupees. Other than that, for our officer community, also there was a reward system. If you get a good score for this next month, if you put your blood and soul and read, and if you get the topper, there are three chances, three prizes they have announced. Topper of the circle will get 10,000 for officers community, scale 1, scale 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Of course, 3 to 4, last year there was no chance of releasing the scores, so the reward was not there. I think Ravi Anna will take a decision based on, will take a decision. Now, scale 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, if you are the topper of the circle, you will get 10,000. If you are a second topper, you will get 7,500. If you are a third topper, you will get 5,000 rupees. So we have been recognizing the toppers since, I think, for the last 10 years, we are recognizing this particular era of recognizing people. So this is how another one more advantage, being a topper, you get some cash incentive from CBOA. Now let us come to the class. Please remember, I think now we are muting the mics, so there was not a problem. Just I would like to share you, this presentation will be shared once the session is over. I think in our CBOA yesterday, whatever brochure our CBOA released, in that they have given very clearly how to log in, how to get the presentations in WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group for all the CBOA members. We have crossed around 10,000 above. So there also you can get these presentations, and CBOA website also maybe they will keep. From there you can download, so that you need not give any WhatsApp message or mail to anyone. Then some disclaimer. Remember, these are all presentations are academic informations. Okay. Don't depend on only these materials. your wish is always open. You can go anywhere, you can read anything. Okay, we have taken every care to minimize the mistakes. Okay, when all the faculty who are taking classes through CBOA, but despite taking proper care, there may be a mistakes. We are also humans. Please bring to our notice for correction. We always privilege it to see you that if you got updated by some notes or you have a knowledge more than me, we always feel proud that one of the writers uh, made some, whatever mistakes we made, he has pointed out, and we will take positive and we will correct also. And in the next sessions, we will try to tell them what mistake we made, because ultimately knowledge we have to share with each other. Then materials for promotion. Now the time is very short. Everybody is finding for sources. The best source is always circulars. You have to read in depth. That was the best source. But being time is a constraint for you, you may not find time to read entire circulars. Then we have a knowledge bank of our bank. That is also complete book, I can say. Okay, knowledge bank. It is available in LDC site. Then material provided by CBOA site. Just now I told you, now I am taking 2 classes. Myself, Jagannath sir, a renowned faculty from Chennai, and other faculties this time CBOA is introducing. All these people will take sessions and the presentations will be given to Anand sir. Anand sir has created a group for our faculty. In that we will post immediately or by same day or sometime they will update in the website so that you can download, or WhatsApp forum also they will share. Then external resources. If you want to be more knowledgeable, if you want to top the circle, so some extra pain you have to take. That extra pain is, there are some books in my life, during my career growth, I have read these books. One is NS Tour book on banking. I prefer this book for people of scale 1 to 2, because scale 1 to 2, most of the questions other than Canara Bank circulars and policies, general banking, they are stressing more. Okay, that is the reason I told general banking more weightage is for 0 to 1, clerical to officer. People can, if you want to be the topper or desperate about the promotion, you can look to this book. And CTDA, one book they are publishing, that book also you can take from CTDA. That book also very informative, very crispy. Then as per policy, what your bank is telling, which type of questions they will ask. Banking law and practice, manual, circulars, memos, other communications, latest scenario in the banking, computer literacy, general English. But here I would like to stress on something which our MD sir is very clear. Our MD sir has told very clear to all the Canarites, this time examination, 80% of questions come from circulars only. That means the concentration of the faculty or the participant should be on circulars or circular notes only. Please remember, if you read all the circulars of last 1 year, you are going to get a very good score. But not this time. Last 3 years when I analyzed also, same pattern was continuing. But this time, MD sir has given a clear indication. So you should have more concentration. You should keep your more concentration on circular or circular-based presentations or circular-based notes. Then, before going to examination, I would like to tell you, a photo is required on your call. Don't forget, and your manager should sign on that call letter. If your manager has forgotten, there in the examination hall also, HRM will help you. And please take your I-card also. If I-card is not there, take a letter also along with you, identification letter signed by your manager. And the test exam, as you know, 11/11/2023, Saturday afternoon session. Now, I would like to tell you something with regard to promotion. Knowledge with promotion is very important. Only promotion if you take by getting a good score. Tomorrow you will find trouble when you are discharging the duties of manager or a senior manager or a divisional manager. Because now I am concentrating more on scale 1, 2, 3 people. So these sessions, whatever we take, myself or Jagannath sir, for other faculty, generally we try to educate you to make you a good banker or a good professional banker. Not that simply this is the bit, this is the question, this is the answer. No, we never want to do a objective in nature. We want to make it in subjective in nature. Okay, so already I took a class on promotion policy through Canara Nurture, our training vertical. In that elaboratively I have discussed. Few people might have not seen that class, so that is available already in Candle. You can watch. But at the same time, for CBOA also, I would like to tell you some important points with regard to promotion policy. Here, I would like to tell you only important points. Full presentation, if you want, you have to go to Candle and you have to watch. That's a recording. Let us understand the promotion policy for this year. I will go very fast because I don't want to waste time on promotion policy again and again. Once I have told, it's enough. Let us see, before going to policy, what are the topics you are supposed to cover before appearing the examination. Number 1, general banking and legal framework. This is a very important topic for scale 0 to 1. Then KYC, digital, official language, death claim, deposit policy. I think today afternoon session, Mr. Jagannath is taking care of deposit policy. Then comes to priority sector lending, RAM, retail, agriculture, MSME. All three are having policies, single circulars. But remembering is very difficult, but some hard work you have to do. Then credit risk policy, credit risk management policy, government sponsored schemes, gold loans, balance sheet, credit monitoring, other policies. Then Basel, prudential Iraq norms, then Forex, then recovery, then staff, HRT, government business, and social securities and financial inclusion. These are the topics which you are supposed to cover. In the last 3 years experience, whoever covered these topics exhaustively become the topper of the circle, or topper of the entire India. So these are the topics you should concentrate. Now let us see what the policy said. Already you have given your willingness. Now there was no much say on that. Now few important changes what bank has made, you should know. And first of all, I would like to tell you, scale 1 to 2, 2 to 3, there are some changes. 3 to 4, there are different changes. For example, 1:4 calling for interview. That is, as per policy, is only 3 to 4. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, whoever passes will give the interview. This is one important change because people are asking me this type of question. So I would like to clarify you on this platform. So every year bank declares policies and total vacancies will be declared after our JC. But remember, this time what bank said is normal channel and merit channel shall be proportionately allocated basing on the eligible applications received. Based on the received applications, they will proportionately allocate for merit and normal. This is some change. Earlier, it was not like that. Okay. Then coming to selection criteria, scale 1 to 2, banks said for normal channel means whoever completed 5 years. Merit channel means whoever completed 3 years. Whoever completed 3 years to 5 years, they don't have any choice other than merit. But normal tier, more than 5 years people, if they want, they can choose merit tier instead of normal tier. That is the option. Okay. Now let us see the marks weightage where you have to concentrate. For example, from scale 1 to 2, if you are appearing for this examination under normal tier, remember your performance, which is already in your hand, already you know your scores, that will give you a more edge because 40% is for performance. Okay. Then online test will carry only 30 marks, interview 30 marks. This is for normal tier. Coming to merit tier, 50 marks for only examination. So you should score very good score to be in the race to get promotion. Performance only 20 marks and interview carries 30 marks. Okay. This is how it goes. And these are all the relaxations I have already explained in my class in Nurture. So I don't want to repeat again and again. These are the pass marks. This is how the pass will be taken care. SC, ST, minus 5 marks, 40 means 35 marks is the pass. And negative marking, I would like to tell you, maybe in the call letter, they will inform you. As of now, last year's bank said there is no negative marking. So we used to put all 100 questions. But this time bank told they may decide to introduce negative marking for wrong answers as per the requirement if needed. अगर जरूरत पड़ेगा तो यूज करेंगे, otherwise नहीं करेंगे. Then interview, 40 marks minimum you should get to general, SC, ST 35 to clear the interview round. Please remember, if interview round, if anybody got out of 40, some around 30 marks, even though he gets out of 50 out of 15 online and performance he got 20, he will not clear his promotion because interview he got failed. Some people are saying, I got 90 marks, why I didn't get promotion? Sir, it is up to the interview panel to decide you. Okay. Generally, if your performance is good, you have scored good, generally interview panel will support you. Okay. Then coming to 2 to 3 part, scale 2 to 3 also same. Performance 40 marks, online test 30, interview 30. Okay. Then merit comes, again you can see more weightage was given to marks. So merit tier, whoever is appearing, you should score very good score to be in the race. Okay, then all these are same common. Then APAS, I would like to tell you something that CBOA has fought for all the officers. This is a very good, I felt, because I completed 28 years of my service in this organization. This was the best for the aspirants or a career growth people. See, what happens is, you may be working for the last 5 years as a manager. Just I am quoting manager, officer, manager, senior manager, any cadre I am telling. So if you are working as a manager since 2019, this year you want to take promotion. Maybe 2023, because of your branch performance or some of the executive got annoyed with you, he has given you 75 marks. Earlier, the guideline says last 3 years only they used to see. If last 3 years is seen, these 75 and 80 will hit this person, this particular person. CBOA has fought for you and told, no, one manager might have given bad marks. Earlier, people might have given he's a performer, you see 94, 92, 91. Here, maybe somebody got annoyed and reduced the marks. For this, why somebody's career should be spoiled? Why somebody should not be given promotion? So, they fought and brought one beautiful guideline, I can say. Now, what the guideline says is, last 5 years, if you are a manager, remember it's in respective cadre. Here you are 2 years officer, that will not be counted. If manager as a manager or a senior manager as an officer, as in the cadre you have done 5, then the best 3 will be taken, not the latest one. Best 3 is 91, 92, 94. All these 3 will be made average, and this man got 92.33. If you take earlier guidelines, 75 plus 91 plus 80, if somebody considered as per earlier guidelines, you see this man APAS may be around 80. Totally heated, na? 85 or 83 only will get. Because of this new change, he will get 92. Okay, this is what the change happened. And coming to 3 to 4. 3 to 4 also 3 years eligibility is there, and APAS is a minimum marks. And remember, for 3 to 4, the most important point is you might have completed your branch experience of 2 years before taking 3 to 4. But however, bank said, if you have not completed 2 years, minimum, you should, after getting promotion to scale 4, immediately you have to go to a branch and complete your 2 years branch experience, which is short. And remember, rural, urban, rural service and semi-urban. Bank said very clearly, mandatory for scale 4. That means as up to scale 3, if you might have not completed your rural or semi-urban service, you are not eligible for promotion. Okay, but this is not applicable for specialist officers like marketing officers, TFOs. But AEOs, it is applicable because AEOs will join at a rural branch. Now, this is the marks part. There will be only one channel for them, that is merit channel, only merit channel. So performance 30, online exam 30. This is a major change. Earlier for online test, there are no marks. But this time bank said, we will give you marks. That means you are going to get your marks revealed by your HRs once the examination results are open. Okay, earlier no weightage, no weightage. Performance 30, group discussion earlier 20 marks. Now there are earlier marks last year. No new policy, 10 marks. Interview 30 marks, total 100. Remaining all same. I don't want to repeat. If you are respective cadre, you can take a photo, or anyway, this particular slides will be in the WhatsApp group. You can watch it. Eligibility, yeah. There is a change for 3 to 4 going for interview. Last year, what happened is, even though 500 vacancies are declared, for example, 3 to 4, if 5,000 people have passed, all 5,000 used to give interview. Out of that, only 500 used to be selected. That means 5,000 means 1:10 is the competition. Maybe it is 5 or 6 exact number. For example, only I told. So this used to go in bank. Now this time, MD, our HR has modified the policy. In that policy, they said is, if 100 posts bank is going to announce, then only 400 will be called for interview. Not all 1,000 people. Even 1,000 passed, they will select only 400 for interview. How they will do that 400 selection is total examination marks plus APAR marks, which are already available. They will total it and they will make a rank list. In that rank list, the top 400 will be called for interview, and remaining 600 will not be called for interview. This change is applicable only for 3 to 4, not for 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Now 3 to 4, one more examination you will have, that is computer examination. You need not much worry about that particular examination. This is a qualifying pattern. Only 20 marks you have to score, and some basic questions they will ask: RTGS, what is the amount, NEFT, okay, some CBS options like that. But you should have minimum knowledge on basic computer level, especially I am stretching here: MS Office, MS Word, MS Excel, and PowerPoint. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, command keys you have to remember. Minimum 5 to 10 questions, you can straight away expect some questions from key commands. For example, I told you, they will ask you, what is the shortcut key command to go to the end of a document? Control end, if you press the document, the line cursor will go to the end of the document. Generally, we will move with mouse. So we don't have any idea, like especially the people who have completed 50 years. If you are not a tech savvy, I am talking about. Please try to learn these shortcut keys. It will be helpful for examination purpose. Okay. I told you, after discussing this particular policy, I hope you might have understand merit channel. Who is preparing, the mantra is you have to score the best, highest score you have to do. Now let us see the analysis of last 3 years examinations. See, you can see 2020 exam, 2 to 3 questions, 94 questions came from only circulars. And the most questions came from other policies and trade policy, 50% questions. And 3 to 4, 2021 pattern. You can see, again, most of the questions from circulars only, 42 questions came from credit policy and other policies. Then comes to 2021 scale 2 to 3. 2021, again you see 40% questions from only other policies and trade policy priority. NI Act legal, 15 questions. This is 1 to 2. 1 to 2, again you can see other policies 42 questions. NI Act and legal 22 questions. This itself carrying 64% of questions. Last year paper, 90% questions from circulars in 3 to 4. So this time also it will go. Don't go to RBI site, all these things. First you have to read your circulars. MD sir message is very clear now. You have to read circulars every day. That is the mantra for you to get your promotion or to work efficiently being a good banker. You can see balance sheet, no question has come 3 to 4 last year. But you see miscellaneous policies 25 questions. Majority part always taken by this class. Then 2 to 3. Again you see maximum questions 25 from here. 80% from internal circulars. Last year also same trend. Again you can see 1 to 2 paper. 1 to 2 paper, you see 23 questions, general banking 23. Almost 50% of questions from general banking and miscellaneous policies. This is the pattern always examiner is following. Okay. For if you have stopped this pre-promotion, whatever information I want to give you, I have taken a class under Nurture. If you want to go through entire class, when you have time, please go to Candle, go for self-paced learning. In that, there will be a class of me under Canada Nurture for promotion policy. In detail, I have discussed. Here, I don't want to repeat and waste your time. So I have given the important points only during this particular session. This is my number, 7842064393. I have created a group under Telegram. 3,500 people are there. If you wish to be a member, please don't. Generally, people are individually messaging. It is very difficult to me. Time is short for you also, for me also. I have to make my presentations. Once you are in the group, generally in that place, I will post whatever is the Cboa messages or Canada Nurture. Everything I am putting there so that everybody can go through from that place. Okay. This is my mail ID. Only for emergency only you can touch me, sir. Please try to understand. If you disturb me, I cannot make my notes. I have to prepare so much notes for you. Okay. So thank you very much. This is the thing which I would like to tell you with regard to this particular session on promotion process and all. Now, let me show you something with regard to Cboa classes. Yesterday, this brochure was released. I would like to explain you because, again, messages will pump to Mr. Anant also. So let me show you something with regard to this. See, this is the class schedule. Today, I am taking on 14th October, 10 to 1:30, introduction, KYC and all. Tomorrow, I will take general banking. Okay. So my presentation was not ready. That's why I have made a priority here. Okay. This is how it goes. 10 to 1:30, I myself will take, and these recordings will be available in YouTube. Okay. If you have missed also, don't worry, you will get it. afternoon session, Jagannath sir. Like this, they have given the entire session schedule. Okay, and this materials, whatever you want, you can get it from WhatsApp channel. WhatsApp channel only CBOA officers are members. There they will get. Others, I think through CBOA website you can download. Okay, so best of luck for your promotion exam. From our GS also, he conveyed the message through this particular brochure. Okay, this is what I would want to tell you. And afternoon, once my session is over, I think Jagannath sir will start his session at after lunch at 2 o'clock. This is what, 2 o'clock now? Yes, 2 to 5:30. Jagannath sir, deposit policy and RBI guidelines he will cover. Now let us go to the topic. Yeah. So I have opened my first topic for today. First topic of CBOA, we can say class, KYC, anti-money laundering and combating of financing of terrorism. See, this KYC policy is in a single circular number 467/2023. You can very well go through that policy in that circular also, because you don't have time. We have taken time and prepared this particular notes for making you easy job. Okay, your job easy. Yeah. Let us go to the KYC policy. The KYC policy, know your customer policy. Under which section it started? Section 35A of Banking Regulation Act, it decided. Okay, this section talks about KYC policy. Then CERSAI, who is authorized to act as a perform the functions of CKYC. CKYC you are doing in a branch. They may ask you who is authorized to act. CERSAI. Okay, CERSAI, you know KYC, you know this act, you should remember. And remember, this 35A of BR Act is RBI is having empowered to issue some guidelines. So this 35A will has encountered RBI to issue many guidelines. We will discuss in later of my session. CERSAI full form, very important. Even in recovery also CERSAI will come. CERSAI is a different topic is there. CERSAI full form always very difficult to remember, because this CERSAI acronym will not come from this. If you are trying to remove CERSAI definition or a acronym from CERSAI, you will never get the answer. So what I made is CERSAI I have rewritten as CERSARC. In the examination also, if the CERSAI full form they have asked, remember you write like this, CERSARC. Why I have written in CERSARC? CER means central registry. Then we will understand central registry, securitization, asset reconstruction, security, interest of India. To remember the full form only, I have written this in a rewritten in this different format. So anybody asks CERSAI, in your mind you should say CERSARC. Then the automatic CER, central registry, SAI, securitization, asset reconstruction, SAA, security, interest of India. Then full name will come, you will get the mark. Then some full forms they will ask, what is FATCA? Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Last time this question was asked, this particular act is in which country? It is in USA, United States of America. Once we have to listen these words, even this question comes, your mind will never go other than United States of America. When you see the choice, immediately you will understand, yeah, somewhere I have read it is America only. Then what choice they will give? China, Russia, they will give. You have never read about China and Russia. You have read only America. Straight away you will answer with America. That is the reason you have to listen carefully, not reading. Reading you can do after my presentation. What is a shell bank? Even interview also sometimes they will ask you whether you know about credit or not. Shell bank means the company which will not have any physical presence in the country. There will not be any physical dummy company, simply. Okay. Then IGA. IGA means intergovernment agreement. Then why this objective of KYC? Why we are doing KYC, anti-money laundering, combating of financing? Why we are doing all these things? Why we are doing is to prevent any bank, either it's a Canara Bank or a State Bank of India or any bank, from being used intentionally or unintentionally. Customers mean with bad intention customers should not use your bank intentionally or unintentionally by criminal elements for money laundering or terrorist financing activities. Nobody should give some black money in the account, transferring all these things to restrict only this KYC, AML, CFT is in the picture of the Indian banking industry. Okay, so this is the purpose of KYC. Okay, then comes to beneficial ownership. Beneficial ownership, please understand the word itself. In any company, any proprietorship, any trust, any partnership, if partners, 4 partners are there in a partnership company, just try to listen to me what I am saying. If somebody says who is beneficial owner in that partnership firm, then we should think that somebody who is having more shares, some 50%, 60% is having beneficial, he is taking away the entire profits. But as per KYC policy of the bank or KYC policy, if when we are talking about a company or a trust or a partnership firm, when you want to know who is the beneficial owner, who is getting more profits, who is more invested in this company, so KYC policy decided some numbers. That numbers you have to remember. For example, in a company, who is the beneficial person means the person who is having 10% share in the capital or more. See, more than 10%, anything he can have. Less than 5%, they say he is not a beneficial owner. Like that, they have construed this definition. So now let us see. Company means 3 points should be there. It not only capital, not only profit, shares. If anybody is having more than 10% shares, more than 10% profit somebody is taking out, more than 10% capital somebody invested, he is the beneficial owner. But for your knowledge, required. Examination must trustees. Whoever trustees are there in the trustee, they should not have more than 10%. More than 10% or more, we will call him as a beneficial trustee. Partnerships, 15%. Uncorporated association or body of individuals, 15%. Now, after discussing this subject, for examination point of view, only one thing you have to remember. There are only 2 answers. Now you know the concept. 10%, 15%. Okay, right. 10%, 15% you remember, and remember the answer. Company and trust is 10%. That's all. Whatever comes, other things, partnership, association, society, body of individual, answer is 15%. Now remember, again, I'm repeating you, this question I'm expecting for some cadre. I'm not telling scale 1 or 2 or 3. Company and trust is 10%. Remaining any question comes, answer is 15%. Okay, clear. Then SHG, JLG, these are all the group members, groups. Here they said who is the beneficial owner in SHG is office bearers. They were a president, secretary. They will only called as office bearers, only will be called as beneficial owners in SHG and JLG because they are operating the account. They are the beneficial people. So they have decided. So this is how it was decided with regard to beneficial ownership. Then come to political exposed persons. See, the word itself, political, means my mind will go to directly politicians. Correct, na? Politically exposed persons. Why when we are opening PEP accounts, for example, some customer came to you and want to open an account in current account or a savings account. If he's a political exposed person, let us know the definition first. Bank said he's a high risk person. Political exposure is a high risk person. Consequences, I will tell you. Only scale 4 can open the account. Scale 2, scale 1, scale 2, scale 3 cannot open the account. If scale 4 is not posted, scale 1, 2, 3 to take permission from MIPD circle office, scale 4 executive, and then only they have to open the account. Why all these guidelines, why all these rules are incorporated to make you understand while opening an account of PE, there is a high risk. That is the reason bank said only scale 4. Try to understand the concept. Now, for a better understanding, let us see who are all these political exposure persons. Political means politicians, maybe some politicians, maybe other persons also there. They may ask you as a question. If you ask a PEP high risk, you will tell. Who has no scale 4, you will tell. They will ask you out of the following, who is not a political exposure person? Then you should know who is a political exposure person also. For that purpose, let us understand who is a PEP. Now let us see. Individuals who have been entrusted with prominent public functions by a foreign country. Prominent public functions by a foreign country, including the heads of the state and governments. See, head of the government also PEP. Senior politicians, yes, the name political is matching here. Senior politicians also called PEPs. Senior government or judicial military officers also PEPs. Senior executives of state-owned corporations and important political party officials. All these people will be called as PEPs. Try to understand the concept while opening the account. Generally, in my 20 years, I have never seen a person coming PEP opening an account with me, but I should know the guidelines. I have to encounter when the situation arises with me. So I hope you understand the concept of political exposure persons. Then designated director and principal officer. These are the two officers. See, there is Anti-Money Laundering Act in your bank. So bank has to inform, you have done all these guidelines, you are following. Somebody has to inform that who is controlling all these anti-money laundering. For example, FIU, Financial Intelligence Unit India. Somebody has to inform from bank. Somebody has to collect the information of this information and send it. Somebody has to comply whether these guidelines are followed. Whatever Prevention of Money Laundering Act guidelines, banks in the bank, somebody has to inform, somebody has to provide the information to FIND. Somebody has to see whether this process is going on or not. These two people are called as designated director and principal officer. Who is a designated director? The designated director is, he will ensure overall compliance, whether everything is going good, whether the information is going to FIU in, all these compliance part will be taken care by designated director. Please remember, you will confuse who is a principal, who is a designated director. They may ask you, if overall compliance is doing in the bank for a prevention of money laundering, what we will call him? Designated director. Then who is the person providing information to financial, who is having responsibility? The responsible officer is principal officer. Please remember, the furnishing information person name is principal officer, and the overall compliance will be taken care by designated director. Okay, the names are name by name, you will understand. Designated principal. DP, serially D will come first, P will come. D means compliance, district collector, DC. If this question comes at the end of this class, nobody should make a mistake. Designation means compliance. Principal means information provider. Okay, this is how you have to remember this. Remaining all words, concept, you have understood. Now, know your client identifier. Let me ask you, what is a know your client? KYC means unique number or code assigned to a customer by the central KYC. We will open that deduplication all that customer ID. That's a unique ID of a customer. Okay, then digital KYC, very important word. You will always get confused. What is a digital KYC? You know the digital KYC name. You exactly, we may not be knowing what exactly digital KYC is telling about. Remember, capturing live photo of the customer and OVD, the proof of possession of Aadhaar when offline verification cannot be carried out. That means a person is not coming forward offline. Aadmi not coming, but you can very well access his photo, KYC document and proof of possession. Then it is called as digital KYC. Along with that, along with photo, KYC document, proof of possession, one more point you have to consider is along with the latitude and the longitude of the location, where he is showing all these things, his personality, or his photo or OD document, that latitude and longitude of the location, also where such live photo is being taken by an author. Some officer will take that longitude and latitude to be captured. Then that is called as digital KYC. They will not ask what is digital KYC. The days have gone. Now they will ask, live photo of the customer is being taken, OVD proof Aadhaar is taken, what we will call digital KYC, okay, or face-to-face, some words they will use. So you should know digital KYC definition very clearly. The VCIP also, they will in this digital KYC, digital VCIP also digital type only. These two they will add as a choice. You will confuse. So digital KYC, I hope you are clear. Then video-based customer identification. This is one more identification type other than your digital KYC. This is one more. Video-based identification. This is alternative method of identification of the customer. How they will do? With facial recognition, customer due diligence by an authorized official. Again, one of the bank officer will do recognition, customer recognition. How they will do? By undertaking seamless, secure, live, informed consent based audio visual interaction. We will interact with the customer. Interaction will be there. In the digital KYC, only capturing photo with the customer to obtain identification information required for CD. See, when you are catching a live photo, it's a digital. When you are interacting, it is video-based customer identification process. That's all. These two differences, you have to make it very clear in your mind. When the examination question comes, you should go to appropriate answer based on your knowledge. Then, and also to ascertain the veracity of the information furnished by the customer through independent verification, maintaining the audit trail. After whatever video is taken, you have to check the veracity of the information furnished. Such process, complying the prescribed standards and procedures, shall be treated with equal to face-to-face customer. Customer comes face-to-face, identify karke KYC document we will take. It is equal to VCIP now, because recording is there, everything you have verified. This is called VCIP. VCIP full form also very important, video based customer identification process. Now OVDs, these are all officially valid document. When in the classes also, when I ask people, they will confuse always. Remember, Reserve Bank of India, when they issued guidelines with regard to OVD, they have seen one important point. While identifying, there are 6 documents under OVD. While identifying OVD, Reserve Bank of India decided these documents which they are recognizing as OVD, they saw 2 things. One is photo, another is address. In any document which contains for an individual with regard to photo and address, then only it will be called as OVD. This is the logic. Now you see, passport, photo will be there, address will be there, both should be available. Remember, when you are identifying OVD, just think that whether photo and address is there or not. Passport, it is there. Okay, answer is correct. Driving license, both will be available, you know very well. Aadhaar number, both will be available, you know very well. Voter card, photo will be there, address will be there, no doubt. Next card is very important, which we generally don't take while working in the branch. NREGA card. NREGA card will be given to the job card, will be issued by your state government. Because these people will go for work and all, they will issue this card. That card also contains photo and address. Okay, so that card also RBI accepted as a OVD, official valid document. Other than these 5, 6th card is very important. That is letter issued by the National Population Register. Generally, I am telling you, NREGA card, and National Population Register. These are always odd man out, because passport, driving license, Aadhaar and voter card, everybody knows in India. Banker also knows, customer also knows. Banker should know only these 2 cards, which are exceptional. Please remember, lifetime you have to remember, NREGA and National Population Register also RBI considered as official valid document. Before considering, they have seen photo and address available in these 2 items. Hope I am clear on OVD. Then any other document notified by central government. And please remember, all these documents, KYC documents, whatever you are taking from the customer, it should be preserved 5 years. 5 years from, if it is a transaction, sorry, if it is a records after closure, it is 10 years. If any transactions, it is 5 years from closure. Or once the transaction is completed, everything is over, from there it is 5 years. If it is a document, it is 10 years. These are the preservation of documents. Okay, here now what is the mixture they will make for making this question confuse you? Ration card they will keep. Ration card also we will think that photo will be there, but address also will be there. Even I also agree. Then why RBI is not identified as a OVD? The logic behind is, in ration card, entire family photo will be there. Father, mother, children. Then how to identify who is who? So that is the reason Reserve Bank of India not considered ration card as a OVD. And one more card which you will confuse is PAN card. PAN card, okay, whether 2 are there, photo will be address, both are there? No. PAN card contains only photo, address will not be there. That is the reason PAN card RBI not accepted as OVD. When you know these answers in the examination, straight away you will try to find where he wants to confuse you. Only these 2 choices they will keep, ration card and PAN card. When you know this answer will be a perfect answer for you. Now, OVD, one more thing. OVD does not have updated address. For example, somebody came to your branch for opening the account. For example, I worked in Kolkata earlier. Now I am in Hyderabad LDC. So I will go to some branch in Hyderabad. Now I will give Kolkata Aadhaar card. They will say, sir, your address is Kolkata, sir. Local Hyderabad we want. I cannot provide immediately. So in these cases, customers can be say, sir, I don't open account. So Reserve Bank of India told, given guidelines on this. When a person doesn't have a OVD with updated address, recently he transferred here, how can he give? So in that case, you can take the following documents. What are the documents? For the, even the latest OVD doesn't contain latest the Hyderabad address of me, then you can take following proof and you can open account. What is that proofs? Utility bills. Utility bills, not more than 2 months. Very important answer, 2 months. Don't get confused here, because one more answer is there on the bottom. It is 3 months. When you should be very clear. Here what they are telling, if Ravikumar has come to you to open an account, you should take electricity bill, telephone bill, water bill, mobile bill, gas bill. My landlord will give, but that should be latest 2 months only. Whatever utility bills I am bringing you for my local proof of address, it should be not more than 2 months old. Then other than that, also I can give municipal tax receipt of my owner, or a pension pay order if I am having, or for example, I have transferred to Hyderabad. Immediately I will have a lease. My premises section will give a lease to me. The accommodation letter will be employed. My new address will be given in that letter. That letter also you can take. Allotment letter, premises allotment letter. All these things you can take and you can open account along with OVD, which is not having updated address. OVD you will take from my Kolkata. Along with that, out of these 4 documents, 1 document you have to take and you have to open my account. This is the point. Here the most important point you have to remember is utility bills more than 2 months, not more than 2 months, less than 2 months only you have to take. Latest 2 months only you have to take. Then municipal tax, PPO, accommodation letter. Now the most important point, the last point. Okay, I have opened the account. I have given my current bill. You have opened the account. My Calcutta Aadhaar card and local Narayanguda, Hyderabad, I have given a current bill. You have opened the account. After that, I have to go to some other office and I have to my Aadhaar should be updated with the local Hyderabad address. Bank, RBI said, we will give time of 3 months to provide the updated OVD to the bank. This is very important. The client shall submit OVD with current address within a period of 3 months of submitting the above document. This is very, very important. I am telling you, this question we can expect in the exam. They will ask you, he has given OVD of Kolkata, he has given a latest proof. Within how many days he has to provide the updated OVD document? 3 months. So that's why I told, for giving the document, I have 3 months time. While giving the local address proof, the latest bills are 2 months. Don't confuse with 2 months and 3 months. Now, certified copy. In the KYC policy, bank said, in case of NRIs or person of Indian origins, see, NRIs and PIOs we will discuss in Forex. If you want to too early, my Forex class in YouTube, you can watch it. Who is a NRI? Who is a person of origin? All these things. Okay, they are almost, you can think that is abroad people, for your understanding for till now. When these people are giving some, they cannot give originals. They can give only certified copies. When NRIs, PIOs giving certified copies of the documents for opening account or for any transaction, who can certify? That is very important. These people only can certify. Who are all them? Authorized officials of overseas branches of scheduled commercial banks registered in India. That means, for example, we have branch in Hong Kong, maybe Dubai. Those branches, those branch people in our bank also, SBI also having a branch at Hong Kong, for example. Any bank, any scheduled commercial bank officers working in abroad can sign certified copy. They can certify. Other than that, branches of overseas banks with whom Indian banks having relationships. Maybe we will have a corresponding banks. For example, Bank of America is corresponding bank for India in America. Whatever America we want to deal, our friend Bank of America is taking care, for example. That bank officials also, branches, those branches also can certify. These two are very important. Your branch people working in abroad, other bank staff working abroad, your relationship bankers abroad, then notary public abroad, not Indian notary public, abroad, court magistrate, judge, and last one is Indian embassy or a consulate general in the country where NRI is residing. These people only can certify the documents. You should know a clear picture while opening the account. Examination is different. First, we should have a knowledge. Then account opening documents. Maybe you are familiar with this particular slide, but still I would like to stress upon, when you are opening account of a company, remember certificate of incorporation, memorandum of articles and memorandum of association, PAN card of the company, resolution of the board of directors, and SIN, corporate identification number, and one copy of OVD or a recent photo and PAN card of related beneficial owner. You see, beneficial owner. Now you understood now who is the beneficial owner in a company. That means, for example, a company is having 5 directors or 5 shareholders. Imagine. All the 5 you need not take. OVD and photograph and PAN. Only beneficial owner. Who is the beneficial owner? Just now I told you. Who is having 10% on above interest in shares, capital and profit. Those persons only have to take the KYC. That OVD on photo. Beneficial owner, if you understand, then everywhere you will understand the concept clearly. Okay? Then this is a new management. The names of the relevant persons holding senior management position. Earlier, this first 5, 6 are earlier also company while opening we used to take. But these 2 are new in KYC policy. Now, while opening a company account, you are supposed to take relevant persons holding senior management position. Those data also you have to take. Names. Next, the registered office and principal office, if it is different. If it is different, both you should take. These 2 are additions while opening company account. Coming to partnership. Registration certificate, register of forms, they will register that certificate, partnership deed, PAN of the partnership deed. Again you see OVD, photograph, PAN card of related beneficial owner. For a partnership, who is the beneficial owner? Just now I told you. Our memory is company and trust 10%, remaining all 15%. So partnership means 15%. So whoever is having 15% taking profits in a partnership firm, who is having share of more than 15%, for them you have to take OVD, photo and PAN card. The names of all the partners you have to take, and address of the registered office and principal office of its business if it is different. These 2 points also new in partnership. If you have a clarification, you can go to the KYC policy of the bank. Then come to trust account. Trust account while opening. Sometimes people will, while working in the branch, some trust account will come. Immediately they'll put a WhatsApp message. Sir, how to open accounts, sir? Sir, you go and read KYC policy, sir. There it was very clear what are all to be taken. Okay, coming to the answer now. Registration certificate of the trust, trust deed, PAN of the trust. Again, 1 copy of the OVD. OVD, you know now. Ration card, PAN card, kalaba, around 6 are there. Photo, PAN card. Again, related beneficial owner. Now again, trust. What is the trust beneficial ownership percentage? Now you know very well it is 10%, because we remember like that. Company and trust 10%, remaining all 15%. I am expecting this question. That's why wherever possible, I am repeating that answer, because you should be very familiar about this. Then the names of the beneficiaries, trustees, settler and authors of the trust, the address of the registered office of the trust, then list of the trustees and documents specified in point number 1 for those discharging the role as trustee and authorized to transact on behalf of the trustee. In the registration certificate, who are all available, okay, those people's details you have to take. Then proprietorship concern. When you are opening a proprietorship account, what are the documents? Generally, proof of business we have to take. What is the proof of business? 2 documents. I have written on the bottom what are the proof of address. But remember, if branch manager satisfied with 1 proof, he can go ahead with 1 proof. Generally 2. But if manager is satisfied with 1 also, he can open. Then what are the documents as per KYC policy? What can be those 2 documents? Number 1 is business registration certificate, license issued by municipal authorities, sales tax IT return, CST, VAT, GST, any certificate, registration document issued by sales tax or service tax or professional tax. All these things are you know pretty well. IT return in name of the sole proprietor, where the firm's income is reflected, that can be taken, but not the IT return filed. It is acknowledgement of IT authorities you have to obtain. That also will be act as a 1 proof of business. Then utility bills such as electricity, water, landline bills in the name of the proprietorship name, proprietorship concern name. Then IEC, import export code issued by DGFT. Very important point. This we will deal in Forex. Import export code. Anybody in India wants to do export and export or import, he has to get this code, IEC code, import export code. Who will issue? They will ask DGFT. DGFT stands for Director General of Foreign Trade. Expected question in Forex. But here also it is applicable. Now coming to accounts of foreign students studying in India. See, some American guy is there. He has got admission in IIT, NIT, or some engineering college. Now he is coming to India. He is an NRI, American student. Now, what account we will open? The account what we will open is NRO. Okay. While opening NRO account, what are the documents we have to take? That is also very important. Almost first one is passport. Everybody knows. Along with passport, we also take visa with immigration endorsement. Once it comes to India, there might have been a visa. When we are going to America, we are having visa. Na? When somebody is coming, India might have given visa to them. That visa with endorsement he has to give. Along with that, one photograph. One photograph he has to submit. Two photographs he has to provide. Along with that, what is the proof he got admission here in India? He is coming from America. So letter offering admission from the educational institute. So remember 4 things: passport, visa with immigration, photographs, 2 photographs, and letter into the college admission. All these 4 we have to obtain from the student who is coming from America for studying in India. And we have to account open is NRO. Very good. Now coming from America to India for studying, whether he can give you proof of address immediately. Sir, मैं नारायणगढ़ में रहता हूँ. क्या proof है? No Aadhaar card, no PAN card, no OVD. How he will give? So that's why for them, the RBI told branch should obtain a declaration, only declaration, local address. कहाँ पे रहता है? Declaration दो. Please remember, within a period of 30 days of opening the account and verifying the said local address. Remember, when other than Indians coming to India, opening an account, there is a high risk. Always remember. We don't know who is that person, what purpose he came to India. So Reserve Bank of India will tighten the things. The tightening kaisa kiya wo log? If 30 days time will be given to them to give the proof of address, everything they will give, and we have to verify. We have to go to his house. We have to verify whatever address he is giving correct or not. We have more work in NRO account who is coming from abroad to study in India. So the point is, during this 30 days period, remember 30 days is very important. He has to give local proof in 30 days. And during these 30 days, the very important message to you is the transactions are limited. Financial transactions, bank has limited. To what extent? Remittance. For example, from America, his father wants to send him some amount, or he has brought some amount. They said before verification or maximum 30 days, only he can remit foreign remittance US dollars 1,000 only. 1,000 chota mota nahi hota hai. 1,000 into almost now 80 rupees. 80,000 rupees he can credit. But withdrawal, okay, 80,000 he has come, but he cannot withdraw more than 50,000. Up to what time? 30 days or your verification part is over. Once he has given a local address, you have verified. Within 1 day also you can allow. But 30 days question time is given to the banker and customer for giving address for verification. During these 30 days, be careful. Transactions are limited. Inward remittance is US dollars 1,000. Withdrawal is maximum 50,000. This question is very important. 30 days is very important. Every line which I am writing, see, I am giving you a knowledge. You can handle the examiner very easily. If I tell you some important points, concept wise, if I am telling, you will understand the story, and whatever question he comes, you can answer. Then students with Pakistani, if Pakistan don't come to India, India will be careful, as you know. So they need prior approval of RBI. For only Pakistan, anybody coming to India for studies, without RBI approval, we should not open account. This is for the NRO students coming to India for pursuation of their studies. Coming to demand drafts, as you know very well, just for understanding only, issue of demand drafts are traveler checks. 50,000 and above, 50,000 and above, only through account or cross check only we have to take, and we should not make any cash payments. We should not take any cash receipt. 49,999, as you practicing very well in the branches, you may be knowing. Only thing you should know for examination is 50,000 and above, only through account only it can happen. Then use the UCIC. This is a full form you should remember. Unique Customer Identification Code. As we already told you, as we have discussed, identification code, your customer ID. What is the purpose? Will help us banks to customer, to identify the customer, to track the, we will do customer dalte hain, everything we will get, what all the accounts he is having. So what is the identification? What is the purpose of UCIC? Identifying the customer, track the facilities what he is enjoying, monitoring financial transactions in a holistic manner. All the accounts we can verify in one place what the hell he is doing. So for that purpose, unique customer identification code is very important. Okay. But when we after we discuss risk profiling, you will understand. Then KYC, CKYC. There's any I think you know it. Once the account is opened, we have to provide the data to CKYC. CKYC is controlled by CERSI. We have discussed in the first slide. Within how many days you have to provide? T plus 5 days. Very important answer. T plus 5 days. Then comes to KYC pillars. When you are doing KYC of any customer, there are 4 important borderlines or defense system: acceptance, identification, monitoring, and management. That to remember these words, see, we are not familiar all these technical words, we may forget. The shortcut is AIM, AIMM, AIM: acceptance, identification, monitoring, and management. When you forgot in the examination hall, remember AIM. AIM will give you a clue how to retrieve the answer. A means customer acceptance. I means customer identification. M means monitoring of transaction. Last one is risk management. These 4 are called as KYC pillars. They may ask you, out of the following, which is not a KYC pillar? They may ask you, how many pillars are there in KYC? Now, anything you can answer. Remember word AIM for KYC. Now, let us go to the customer. Anywhere it is defined. Now it is defined under KYC policy. There are some things like this, which was not in the 100. We have completed more than 100, 200 years of banking. Till now, somewhere we will find that this is defined here. For example, hypothecation. When we joined the bank, hypothecation was not defined anywhere, you know. Now, after that, they have defined in SARFASI. Like that, things are different. Then comes to customer definition. Customer ka meaning a person who is having financial relationship or activity with the bank. That's all. Okay. Now let us go to risk categorization. Very important. See, there are so many parameters. So many, not the parameters. Under these parameters, so many points are there. Very difficult to remember. But I made a chart to make you understand these parameters. First of all, let us understand. When a customer comes to your branch for opening an account, you have to categorize that customer. For categorizing that customer, there are 7 parameters available. What are those 7 parameters? Based on customer type, customer profession, type of business, product code, account status, account vintage. Vintage means time. Within 6 months, high risk customer. Okay, 6 months, 12 months, medium, like that. Okay, average balance. Huge amounts are coming. We should be very careful. Crores of money is pumping into the account. High risk. Some amounts. See, if I say huge amount, you will ask her, what is that huge? What is the definition? In the KYC policy, they have given very clearly. Vintage means what is the time. Deposits balance means what is the balance. All these things you have to verify as a branch people to classify the account properly under risk categorization. There are 3 categories of risk: low risk, medium risk, and high risk customers. So who is low risk, who is medium risk, who is high risk, you should know based on all these 7 parameters. Now let us see each and every parameter. See, when you are opening an account, you have a doubt. I have given the circular. I might have not covered all the points here, because if I tell all the points, you will get bored also, you will get confused also. So I have taken some important customer types, customer profession, so that you will understand better. And I will try to make it easy so that in the examination you can retrieve something for answering this particular question. Now let's see customer types and all. Now first question, type of customers, low risk. I have bifurcated low, medium, risk. We will try to understand. For examination purpose, we are reading. For working purpose, you need not confuse. Open KYC policy circular, you open, you will find which customer is which type. Okay, but for examination, we have to remember. So remembering how we are discussing now. Low risk. Who are all low risk? By virtue of all these 4, 6, 7 parameters, vintage only 3 years there. I have separately I have dealt. But type, profession, business, very difficult to understand. So that's the reason I have made myself to lower. I have already classified under low and medium and high risk. Now let us go to low risk customers. Salaried employee. See, your logic says salary means low or medium or high. Only 3 choices are there. Few things you are very clear. Are salary are both safe. Low risk daldo. Correct. You are correct. Whatever you make mistake, I have given on the bottom. Your thinking should not go wrong. Your common sense, your logic should not make you a mistake while appearing the examination. Let us see what are easy to classify as low. Salaried, आपको भी लो लगता है, मुझे भी लो लगता है. Government employee लो है, ex-serviceman लो है, banker, professor लो है, senior citizen है, ठीक है. There is no risk to the bank. Staff, ex-staff, family of staff, government departments, government companies, government को risk है तो bank ही risk में है. Like that, I think government, semi-government employees, public sector, RRBs, again banks, cooperative banks, local authorities, individuals, pensioner, already 60 years, kya risk hai, public limited. See, your perception will be correct, blacker. Whatever I have written in the black, it may be equal to your perceptions or your experience, but these are dangerous. Dangerous, I read on the bottom. Illiterate. उनको लगता है illiterate है sir, अंगूठा, take it high risk. Sir, Reserve Bank told your KYC for illiterate is a low risk customers. SHG, low risk. Magistrate, judge, कोई risk नहीं है, low risk. Journalist, you may think that journalists are high risk. No, sir, low risk. Nurse, low risk. Street hawkers, very poor people, low risk. So please remember minimum these people who are under low risk. Even if you forget these people, with your common sense and logic, you can answer. But illiterate comes, your mind will start working low, medium, high. Then you will make a mistake. That's why those items I have kept separately to make you very clear. These are low risk people only. Okay, illiterate, you remember, very costly ho jata illiterate. Then comes to medium risk customers, business and type of business. Everything I have taken. See here, very important. Blind person, medium risk. Pardanashi, medium risk, very dangerous. We will blind means we will say high risk. No, it's a medium risk. Pardanashi, when you know na, that Muslims will come na, with that burqa. We will call because we can't see the face. Somebody we have to call and ask, you see the face. So Pardanashi is a medium risk, not high, medium. Blind and Pardanashi, be careful, they are blind, medium risk. Then comes to business. Any business, please remember, any type of business related question comes in the exam, it's a medium risk. Now you see, proprietorship, partnership, private limited company, unregistered body, registered body, corporate body, all are companies. Medium risk. Directors, executive directors, business executives, doctor, engineer, lawyer. Medium. We think low. Our common sense. No. Doctors, engineers, lawyers are medium risk as per KYC policy. Financial broker, low risk, medium risk, sorry. Accountants, medium risk. I think the most important things to remember under a medium risk is blind, Pardhanasi, doctor, engineer, lawyer. याद रखिए ये लोग medium है, not low, not high. Then manufacturing, retail, trade, all business again. Religious institutions also medium risk. Then health and social work and restaurants. Restaurants also we will classify as business. As business is medium, we need not remember. But again, I am repeating, sir, blind, Pardhanasi, all business. Like that we will remember. We cannot remember more answers. Only 4 or 5. Medium means blind, Pardhanasi, all businesses, doctor, engineer, lawyer, director, ED. If at all that comes, just try to answer. Okay. Now come to high risk. Now, if you know low and medium, you can say, sir, remaining all are high risk. Okay, I also agree. But something we will remember, try to understand what they have written under high risk. Trust, charities. Why they made it high risk is trusts and charities, they will take money from the public. So maybe Reserve Bank of India thought that it should be kept under high risk. So trust, charities, societies, cooperative societies, NGOs, political exposure, always high risk. We know that accounts of non-face-to-face means digital KYC, do not that customers, they are also high risk. HNIs, high risk customers. HNIs, they have given some amount. Exporters and importers, forex business, whoever is doing are high risk. HUF, NBFC, dealers in jewels, gold, silver, bullions, diamonds, they are also high risk. Blocked accounts, unclaimed deposits, associations, foreigners, walk-in customers, money mills, contractors, real estate, business alag hai, real estate alag hai. Real estate high risk, business low medium risk. Construction is real estate again. Embassies, dealing in precious metal and stone. Please try to, even if you don't remember this, somewhere if your memory is good, you will catch the answer perfectly. These are the high risk customers. Now PEP, political exposure persons. I told you already, 4 and above only can open. If not, you have to take the overseeing executive permission from MIP section of ROCO minimum scale form. This is about low, medium, high risk customers. Now, risk rating of product code. Again, now one more. Our last year, this is not there. This year, they have added in KYC. Based on the product code, also low, medium, high, they have made. There are so many products. Very difficult to remember. So I made few products here to make you understand. If at all it comes from here, you can answer. If your memory is very good, you can go through you go to the circular KYC and you can read entire thing. Okay, there is no bar. But for me, how I will read only, I will show you. Number one, 101 you will open, low risk. 102 pension, low risk. Canara staff, low risk. Recurring deposit, general staff, everything, FD, KD, current account, everything is low risk. Now, who is high? See, wherever Forex is involved with your account, that is high risk. This is how I remembered. SB, NRE ho gaya, dal do high risk. Savings bank, gold scheme, odd man out, high risk. Canara, SB, RFC, USD, Forex, high risk. Current account, NRE, NRO, high risk. RARA account means real estate. Just now we discussed high risk. FD, capital gains, high risk. These are all high risks. These are all low risks. Okay. So even in the examination hall, when you are unable to retrieve everything, minimum with some common sense, some logics, if you remember, minimum we can go nearer to the examination answer. For example, elimination purpose, we can eliminate. For example, he asked, out of the following, which is coming under high risk? General, just be eliminate kar diya. Pension, eliminate. You know now low, low you will eliminate. Minimum two answers, maybe high risk answers has not come. You will go with a lesser choice, na? So this is how I tried to give you the answers. Please try to understand these concepts. Low risk, high risk based on the product code also bank has defined now. Normal, SB, general, pension, staff are low. Wherever savings accounts are a current account connected with dollars, connected with NRE, high risk. Now, risk rating of account status. Based on the account status also they have told. Now, it is very easy to understand. Regular accounts always low risk based on account status. That you know. But inoperative account, medium risk. Unclaimed, high risk. Already we have discussed high risk also unclaimed. Please try to understand. Only three type of accounts we have. One is normal account, which is you are doing daily. After 2 years, it will go to inoperative. After 10 years, it will go to unclaimed deposit. Only three type of account. First one is low, regular chal raha hai. Inoperative 2 साल हो गया, अरे medium है. 10 साल हो गया, ज़्यादा risk है, high risk. But if you remember like this, you need not read all these things. Then come to vintage. I told you time. The duration of the time the account is with you. Based on that also, we will classify the risk. Number one, less than 6 months old, very new account, high risk. 6 months to 12 months, risk was little bit less, so medium risk. About 12 months, 1 year, satisfactory dealings ho gaya customer ka, low risk. Based on the vintage parameters also 3, based on the status of the account 3. And 3 also, you know, with this logic you will understand, 6 months, 6 to 12, about 12, high, medium, low. Now risk rating of vintage parameter. One more, I told you up to 6 months is high risk, 6 to 12 is medium, about 12 months is okay, regular account ho gaya hai, low risk. Remember, along with that, on vintage parameter, time duration with you, bank said something extra here. Remember, when existing customer opens a new account, guidelines are different. The first 2 lines, they are talking about existing customer opening new account, not new account. Already SBI account hai mera. मैं और एक account open कर रहा हूँ. One more account I am opening. Then the guidelines are different. The first one they say is, when an existing customer opens a new account, vintage parameter need not be taken into account. Already hai na ek account. Leave it. Okay? Such accounts may be classified based on the risk category allotted to the GEM customer on other 6 parameters. When an existing customer is opening, you need not see the time. Latest 6 months, new account, high risk. No. Leave it vintage parameter. Remaining 6 parameters you see, based on that you classify. For example, he's a businessman. Medium risk. Like that you have to open the account. This is what bank said. But new account, once new account completed 6 months, then the account should be categorized medium risk. 6 to 12, 6 months. 6 to 12 is a medium risk. Subject to complying with other risk parameters also. You have to consider other parameters also. But accountant thereafter should go to low risk after 12 months. This is the guideline what we have discussed in the earlier slide. Now coming to vintage parameter for newly opened accounts which have not completed 6 months shall be rated as again high risk. I think previous paragraph, previous line only, same thing. Except accounts. Here I would like to tell you something. Generally, less than 6 months, if any new account is open, it's high risk. But this is exclusion is available. Who are excluded? Staff, ex-staff, pensioners, small accounts, financial inclusion accounts, and basic saving bank accounts are exempted from this high risk category. That means if these accounts are open, you need not classify under high risk. You can classify based on the other 6 parameters. Staff, already we have discussed, na, low risk. Low risk में डाल दो उसको. Okay? Staff, low risk है. Correct na? Here it is there na? Here it is there na? Staff. So low risk. Okay? Even though it's a new account, staff is not high risk, low risk. This is how you should understand these particular lines. And most important, staff, you will remember ex-staff. Remember small accounts, very small amounts, financial inclusion, BSPD. These accounts also low risk. Now comes to risk categorization of NRI customers. Now there is a change again here. When you are classifying NRI customers, earlier all NRI customers are high risk. Now bank has made a small change. Here I made a mistake. Here I have told NRI. Here NRI I have not pointed out. I have removed. HNI I have removed. Okay. HNI also there is a change. Okay. NRIs now bank says based on the country from where they are coming, it depends. The process of risk categorization of NRIs shall be based on the risk profile of the country where the country is domiciled. That means the NRI, from which country he is coming, you have to see to classify that account as a low, medium risk. Again, final risk categorization shall be taken by considering all 7 parameters which we have discussed in the first slide. Remember, then who will tell which country is having high risk or low risk? ECGC, Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India, will update the risk categorization on a regular basis for each and every country. So you have to see that and you have to comply. The most important point they told is ECGC will classify like this: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, D. This is how they classify. Remember, A1, A2, only 2, B1, B2. A1 means insignificant. A2 means low risk. B1 means moderately low risk. B2 means moderate. C1 means moderate. The most we cannot understand these lines. What I understand this is, we want answer is low, medium risk. This is what he will ask. Remember, wherever low has come, low risk account. Insignificant also comes, low risk. Moderate aa gaya hai, medium risk. Moderately low means low risk. Moderate means medium risk. Remaining dekho, high, high, high. Wherever high is there under risk category, high risk. Wherever moderate is there, medium risk. Only one confusion is moderately low risk. This also fall under low risk. What I want to tell you is, low word is used in the sentence, go for low. Moderate, medium. Moderately, if high is used, high. But only this is a confusing. Moderate means we can confuse it's a medium. No. If low is used, we should go to low final risk allotment. This is the only thing I would like to tell you. Through NRI customers can be classified based on the domicile of the country. Classification, risk profile. Who will give ECGC? Based on that, you will classify. Threshold limits. See, while opening any account, you will get some column called threshold limit. This threshold limit you will give to the customers. SB general will be there, different amount. BSBD is different. CAN champ is different. Staff is different. Please underline current account, OD, OCC, all are different. All are one and the same. If exam is asking current account, OD, OCC, answer is same. For all the 4 categories, answer is same. Please note again. But the most important things you have to remember is these 2. See, BSBD, all categories, 50,000. CAN champ, 50,000. SB staff, 1 lakh. For your account, you must remember, because you are a staff of Canara Bank, 1 lakh. BSBD, CAN champ, any area, 50,000. These 2 with common sense we will remember. What we will by heart is SB general and current account. SB general 101. Categories, you know, rural, semi-urban, urban, metro. Rural means small area, small amount. SB general start with 50,000. 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. This you have to remember. You don't have any choice. 101. Generally, you will open more accounts here. Of course, now others are account opening and all. Others are taking care, but you should know this classification: 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs. SB general. Coming to current account, OD, OCC, any account, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember 2, 3, 4, 5 continuous figures. Category, you know, if for example, if this question came, I'll go to the previous screen. If question came, current account OD OCC, what is the category? What I will do in the examination hall, I will write my principal 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will write rural, semi-urban, urban, metro. Then I will see what question he is asking examiner. Over. So 2, 3, 4, 5. For SB general, 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. That you have to remember. This is a technique. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you see 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct, na? My answer cannot be wrong. Don't read anything flukely. Even in the exam, minimum 50, 60 questions you could able to answer perfectly. When you have some logics, when you keep some techniques, you will be happy, comfortable. Otherwise, fluke answer you will give in the examination hall. After coming out, you will repent. Okay. I hope you are clear on threshold limits. Why these threshold limits? After this threshold limit, one error message will pop up on the CBS screen. Correct? Now you will find it. Now let us see some questions. Let me see. Sir, are you there, sir? Anand sir, are you there? Okay. Now I have asked 2 questions. Out of the following, who is a low risk customer? Blind, Pardhanasi, illiterate, NRI. Sir, you can answer one question number 1. What is the answer? Second question, answer. You can tell answer, that is better. I cannot remember A, B, C, D. Out of the following, who is a low risk customer? We have read so much now. Let us check some knowledge. Whether you are able to remember what I am saying. Are you able to remembering these things? Let us check. Because I told you, you should not write. Blind, Pardhanasi, illiterate, and one question. What is the answer? Put it in the chat box. Out of the following, who is not a high risk customer? Out of the following, who is not a high risk customer? These 2 questions, if you answer, we will go further. Sir, are you there, sir? Sir, just you are seeing the answers. Just tell me, sir, what is how they are answering. One answer, how maximum you tell me. That's all. We can interact with each other in the. Okay. Anand sir, you just see whether first answer what they are giving, second answer what they are giving. Before I talk to Anand sir, I'll tell the answer to you. The low risk customer here is, see, this is how your examiner will ask. We are having very clear. See, clear means, see, remember, not answering what is the wrong answer. I know the answer is, for first question, answer is illiterate. That is okay. For me, I'll get the mark. Knowledge means you should know who is blind, which type, Pardhanasi, which type, NRI, which type risk. Then you are pakka. Then you are becoming knowledgeable. Okay? Blind is, I told you while reading also, medium risk. Pardhanasi, medium risk. Illiterate, low risk. I told you, you will presume illiterate is a high risk or a medium. Don't confuse. Illiterate is a low risk. NRI. Now they told based on the country we will decide. But of course, earlier it's a high risk customer. Now it's not a high risk customer. Based on the country we will decide. Now on the bottom second question, out of the following, who is not a high risk customer? You should know who is not a HNI, high risk customer. That means out of the 3 are high. One is something different. HNI is high, NRI is high, PEP is high, Pardhanasi woman is medium risk. See, I am not telling the answer. I am telling all other 3 also what exactly. That means I am confident. Now I can crack the examination with a very good score. This is how you have to develop yourself. Okay? Because the JIB, CAB, everything became objective in nature, not on subjective in nature. This is subjective knowledge, command on the knowledge, command on the area where you are working. This is very important for you while working or discharging his duties as a Canara Bank staff. Okay, let us go to. Sir, anything you want to comment on the answers, whether they are right answers?
Many people have given one for first question C and second question D.
Very good.
Majority answers.
Thank you, sir. Now, risk rating based on the average balance. See, based on the balance available in the account also, bank classifies one account as a low, medium risk. One more category. Now, let us see that. This is very easy. Low risk means total balance in SB current. Remember, SB current account term, all three including I am talking. If it is less than 25 lakhs, low risk customer. 25 lakhs to 100 lakhs balance in these three accounts, medium customer. If 100 lakhs and above, please remember, high risk customer. Even he's having loans above 100 lakhs, high risk customers. Anything, deposits above 100 lakhs, loans above 100 lakhs or 1 crore, whatever number you want, you remember. 1 crore and above, if anybody is having deposits with you, loans with you, as per KYC policy, he should be classified as high risk customer based on the balance available in the account. See, high risk means don't perceive that risk is with customer, risk is with his balance also. If somebody does anything with his account, some fraud, they will be in trouble. Or bank image, reputation, everything is in trouble. That's why bank classify it as a high risk, so that the staff who are operating this account will be alert. That is the purpose. Okay, 100 lakhs you will remember, 25 to 100 you remember, less than 25 anyway low risk. So I am clear. Now HNA customer, this is what I told. Now HNA customer also, bank made a definition. Risk categorization of HNA is average balance of 100 lakhs and above in all deposits account, enjoy loans of above, same. Who is a high net worth individual means average balance of 100 lakhs, loans above 100 lakhs. HNA customer is a high risk customer. That is the reason. Why? The reason is the balance in the account is high. Bank may ask, what is the HNA definition? Definition of HNA is loans above 1 crore, deposits above 1 crore. What happens if he's having 1 crore and above 1 crore? HNA means he's a high risk customer. That's why HNA is in high here. You see, HNA is high. Why high? Because his definition says above 100. Based on the balance we discussed now, right? I hope I'm clear on this topic now. Now, review. Okay, you have made a customer low risk, medium risk, high risk. Whether this customer will be with the same balance for entire life in your branch? No. He may change. Today he may having 20 lakhs. Tomorrow his balance will increase. Today he may not doing business. Tomorrow he may doing a business. We don't know. So risk categorization may be undergo a change. So the risk categorization to be reviewed half yearly. The dates are very important. 30th June and 31st December, every year we have to do risk KYC now. Re-KYC means again taking the documents, sir. 10 years back, you have taken an Aadhaar card. Your photo may be different. Now, if a customer comes, his photo in the specimen card might have been undergone a lot of change physically when I'm seeing him. So bank said review of re-KYC also we have to do. Maybe you might have known these points very clearly, because customer will come to your experiences everywhere. Message aa gaya, sir. One message came, sir. Re-KYC, sir. My account blocked, sir. So you are doing re-KYC, right? So what are the guidelines behind that? You should know. Low risk customers. Now you know who is a low risk, who is a medium risk, who is a high risk. High risk, very risky people, a risky customer, high risk customers. So they said every 2 years you have to do re-KYC. Medium risk, 8 years. Low risk, 10 years. These 3 years are very, very important. High risk is there. Every 2 years you have to do re-KYC. Medium risk is medium, 8 years. Low risk, 10 years. And remember, banks in the guideline they said, low risk customers, branch need not seek fresh proofs of identity and address at the time of periodic updation. In case of no change in status with respect to their identity and address, a self-declaration is enough. Low risk customer, after 10 years, you have to take re-KYC. Even there is no change that the same address are, same positions are, then you can take a self-declaration and you can continue that account for another 10 years. This is what a benefit or an exception or an exclusion given to low risk customers. You need not remember these things. For practice, it is required. For examination, 2 years, 8 years, 10 years. These 3 you have to remember. CKYC, you know pretty well, it is T plus 5 days you have to do. Then preservation of records. 2 things I would like to tell you here. Preservation of records. At least when it is preservation means whatever account opening forms, CKYC, all these things you have to preserve for some time. So as per documents retention policy, bank said something. So in the KYC also they said about what about customers maximum they are dealing with you. So what are the important documents dealing with customers should be preserved for how many years? First one is preservation of records. At least 5 years from a date of transaction between a bank and the client, all necessary records of transactions, both domestic and international, to preserve. For example, there is a debit slip. There was a transaction between you and the client. He has given a check, or he is a customer, not check. I'm sorry, check is 10 years. Any transactions you might have done between you and customer, those records should be preserved for 5 years between the bank and the, at least 5 years. Transaction today only it will happen. That transaction record should be available for next 5 years. Then comes documents like passports, identity cards, driving license, PAN codes, documents, KYC documents, utility bills obtained while opening the account, KYC documents. Top 5 years is transaction proof. Second is KYC, PAN card, driving license. You're taking while opening the accounts. How many years you have to preserve? This says while at least 5 years, at least, we can keep more also, after the business relationship is ended. That means today he might have opened an account in 2023, not from this. After 5 years in 2000, after 4 years in 2027, he has closed the account. From closure, 5 years. 2027 means till 2032 minimum you have to keep the KYC records with you. Clear cut. Your mind should be very clear on this. Preservation of records is very important. Remaining all different, these two important. You are doing everyday transactions, you are opening accounts also. How much time you have to preserve those records, you should know, because it helps you while destruction of records also. This knowledge. Now, combating of financing of terrorism, let us see. Combating of financing of terrorism means United Nations, again America is coming to picture. They will periodically circulate. UNC. Who will circulate? United Nations Security Council is there now. That is in, I think, New York. New York it is there. Those people are taking care of entire world, the terrorism and all. That's why they will earmark Al-Qaeda code. They will say terrorist or terrorist organization. They will tell. So United Nations periodically circulates. What they will circulate? Who are all terrorists? Who are individuals or any entities suspected of having terrorist links? They will give the list. Who will give? Approved by its Security Council. You must know all these points. I don't know what type of question. They may ask you simply what is the full form of CFT? Combating financing of terrorism. That also you should know. Who will declare? United Nations. Whom they will declare? Individuals and entities. Who will approve? UNSC, United Nations Security Council. Then branches are required to screen. You are already screening now while opening account. First you will see the list now, whether he is a terrorist or not. From where it is checking? UN list only it is checking. Okay. Then FATF, full form, Financial Action Task Force. What they will do? What they will do is making policies to stop anti-money laundering and financing to terrorism. See, one Pakistani wants to open an account here. They will some money laundering activity they want to do. Okay, or stopping this anti-money laundering. Who will make policies? FATF, Financial Action Task Force. Then comes to your next word, Financial Intelligence Unit India, FIU India will call. It is at Delhi. UN is America in New York. FIU India is Delhi. Okay, these are three important things with regard to combating of finance terrorism. You should know FATF, FIU, and combating. Now comes to reporting. See who will report. Now again we will retrieve these cash transactions. All these things will happen. Now who will report? I told you again. You remember designated director, principal officer. Two people are there in any bank. Designated director, DC, collector. Designated director will see overall compliance. Next one is designated director, and one more is principal officer. What principal officer will do? He will provide entire information to FIU Ind. Compliance, designated director. Information provider is your officer, principal officer. These two people you should know. In the starting of my slide, I explained you. Now, the reporting has to do now your principal officer. What type of transactions he will report? Now, let us see. The first one is cash transaction report. Cash transaction means in any individual account, if cash transactions are happening, that should be reported, not 50,000, 20,000. It is above 10 lakhs. In any account, About 10 lakhs transactions are happened, then immediately that detail should be reported to FIU end. What is the date? 15th of succeeding month. That means every month we have to do this. If now September is over, till September 30th, before October 15th, your principal officer has to provide the information to FIU end. Whether he is sending or not, designated director will comply. This is the guideline, right? CTR is over. Cash transaction, name itself says amount you have to remember, date you have to remember, whom you have to report you have to remember. Now comes to suspicious transaction. See, cash transaction and one suspicious transaction report. You have a doubt, you are not sure, but you want to escalate. Sir, हमको doubt है. Some terrorist has account open. You have a doubt he's a terrorist. His lakhs of rupees are flowing into his account. You have a doubt on that account. You can report. How you will report? Suspicious transaction report. When you will furnish suspicious transaction to FIU end? Within 7 days arriving at conclusion. First you have to observe the account. When you have decided, yes sir, मुझे कुछ doubt है, I have a doubt on this account. Once you have concluded, yes, there is a doubt, you then immediately within 7 days. There is no 15 days concept, there is no 30 days concept, there is no time concept. Suspicion means once you have decided it is a suspicious, once you have concluded or confirmed, within 7 days you have to report. 7 days is a different answer. Please remember this is applicable to suspicious. Then NPO, non-profit organizations. If NPOs have opened account with your branch or a bank, same. Again, more than 10 lakhs. If any NPO account, more than 10 lakhs transactions are happened, 15th of succeeding month, they have to report to the FIU end. Now comes to counterfeit currency report. There is a fake currency came to your branch. Fake currency you have identified. You have to report within 15th of succeeding month. This process we will discuss in different classes. Currency, fake currency and all these things. Okay. Then comes to cross-border wire transfer report. Cross-border wire transfer means India, America, India, China, abroad to abroad, two countries are doing any transactions. Cross-border, border cross हो गया. Pakistan से कर रहे हैं आप, China से कर रहे हैं, cross-border. These type of transaction reports also. Amount is more than 5 lakhs. Report to 15th of succeeding month. I hope you understand the concept. Now, how to remember the answers? Confusing. See, confusing is very difficult. First, remove suspicious transaction first. Very confused. That's a different answer. Suspicions means once you decided 7 days, enough. Over. Nikal do. Dimaag mein nikal do. Then comes amount. Remember, cash transaction report, non-profit organization is 10 lakhs. You will remember the answer is 10 lakhs, but you will confuse in linking. 10 lakhs is the answer. But cross-border wise transfer is 5 lakhs. This is very important. How I will remember is always in the examination is cross-border means 5 lakhs. Remaining any answer is 10 lakhs. Over. Na? Any amount is there here except 10 lakhs. CTR 10 lakhs. NPO 10 lakhs. Cross-border you remember 5 lakhs. Over. Date. Now you have to date. Remember, na? Everything is 15th of succeeding month only. You see, this is also 15th of succeeding month. Why to remember dates? This is also 15th. This is also 15th. This is also 15th. No remembering. See, STR is 7 days. This is a peculiar. That's why I removed first. Suspicious means 7 days. Remaining all 15 days. Next month only. Not next quarter or next year. Next month. Then amount. Everything is 10 lakhs if an examiner is asking except cross-border wire transfer. That's all. Okay. This is how you have to remember. Now, Prevention of Money Laundering Act deals in any money laundering 3 stages. Anti-money laundering, AML, mein, we will get in 3 stages. Placement, layering, integration. Just try to remember this is connected to your PLI. You are so interested in that 15% PLI. PLI you remind. KYC 4 pillars I told AIM. AIM, AIMM, customer acceptance, customer identification, risk monitoring, correct? Risk management or monitoring of transaction like that. PLI, placement, layering, integration. These are the 3 stages in money laundering. Then UCIC, full form, Unified Customer Identification Code. Then comes to some general topic. Partnership. While opening a partnership account, how many members can open a partnership account? Partnership, you know very well. Minimum 2 are there. Otherwise, what a partnership says, minimum 2. No need to remember. But the most important thing to remember is, for a banking, maximum partners can be 10 only. Other channels other than banking, it can be 20. It is up to that partnership from where they want. If they want to come to bank while opening an account, we cannot allow more than 10 members. Other than banking, as per Partnership Act, they said 20 can be done. That is the maximum for a partnership firm. But as per Companies Act 2013, a partnership can have 100 partners. These are the 3 exceptions you should understand. The most important is 100. They will ask Companies Act only because this is latest. ये 10 and 20 जमाना से चल रहा है. Since I joined the bank, the 10 and 20 is there. But 100 came 2013, and this is a very important question for examiner. 100. That is about partnership. Coming to private limited company, how many shareholders? Minimum 2, maximum 200. Because it is a private limited company, it cannot be more than 200. That is how you have to remember. Minimum 2 is no problem. Directors, minimum 2, maximum 15. Coming to a public limited company, minimum 7. Private limited company, minimum 2. Public limited company, minimum 7. And the maximum is unlimited. Maximum is unlimited. For a private 200, public unlimited. Then directors, minimum 3, maximum 15 in a public limited company. These are some numbers you should try to understand. Partnership is easy. Generally, you will get confused in private company and public limited company. Have some logic. You apply your own logic and try to remember. Then, company trustee. See, these type of some legal cases they will ask. Some 2-3 slides I have kept for you. If company has issued an account or a trust has issued an account, trustee died, director died, whether check will be passed by the bank staff or not, it can be passed, no doubt, because company and trustees are company a legal entity. So from trustee, any company, any director company can put. Trust also can keep anybody as a trustee. If trustee dies, director dies, on whose behalf he has issued a check? Company's behalf. Company has not died, na? So you can pass the check. This is how you have to understand the logic. Companies, trustees, you can pass. Then comes to principal and agent. These are all JAB cases. Principal means owner of the account. Agent means power of attorney holder. Just like that. See, for example, I went to America. I cannot operate the account. I have kept some X as a power of attorney holder in India to write checks, issue checks, all these things. Bank will get a power of attorney holder. Now agent is there. My agent is here. I am the principal. I am the owner of the account. I am staying in America. Now the question they will ask like this. Don't get confused. I want to have a clear picture on you. How I understood this concept. They will ask, agent died. Check issue ho gaya. Agent died. You will pass the check or not. Again, same principle. Company में क्या बोला? Company जब तक जिंदा है, pass करो. When the owner is America, when he is safe, even the agent issued a check can be passed. Even though agent died, owner is there, you pass the check. Reverse. Owner died, agent जिंदा है, whether you will pass the check or not, you cannot pass the check because agent मालिक ही मर गया, account closed. How can you pass the check? That's the reason you understand that. Owner is alive, live. That even after issuing the check, agent dies, bank is in a right to pass the check. When owner has died, automatically relationship ended. So you cannot pass the check which was issued by agent. One more logic. If one more for understanding, I'll tell you. One owner is died in America. Now agent know that power of attorney holder knows that he has died. Then immediately he will take entire money from the account. So that is also illegal. Na? That's why also this logic, if you apply also, you will give a proper answer. Okay. Now one more point. Minor, generally in a partnership firm, how many members? Banking 10 members, others 20, other than banking 20, Company Act 100. Understood? Na? Now, whether minor can be admitted into the 10 partners, one can be minor out of 10? Yes, can be. But in which case, minor doesn't know. He doesn't have a contractual capacity. But for the benefit of the partnership firm, a minor can be admitted. But only one condition is, but within 6 months after attaining majority, he was admitted into a partnership for the benefit of the partnership firm at the age of 12 years as a minor. Once he completed 18 years, within 6 months, he has to declare what he has to declare, whether he wants to continue or whether he wants to go out of the partnership firm. 6 months is important here. I hope KYC policy I have finished. KYC policy मैंने finish कर दिया है. Let us see some one more policy I will cover here: document handling, digitalization, and records and retention policy. Because few points covered there. In 3 slides I will cover. Number 1 is born digital records, digitalization, electronic record, legacy data, metadata. Dangerous is metadata. Remember, legacy data, metadata more dangerous. I have seen 3 times in the exam metadata definition. I never expected theoretical question, but this question has come 3 times. Now let us see. Understand what exactly these 9. Only 4 or 5 names are there. We will try to apply our brain to understand. I made it a little bit clear just to apply your logics. If you are a tech savvy, you write, but we are not tech savvies. Born digital records. Born, abhi janam liya hai. Records that have been natively created in recently just created in a digital format rather than digitized from paper records. Examples: email, text-based documents, Word documents, Google documents, presentations, spreadsheets will be called as born digital records. See, when you understand something in the examination about the concept, you can go near to the examiner. Otherwise, if you are not read this line of born digital record, you are nowhere to the examiner. You cannot get this mark. So try to keep something. Keep concentrating on these names. Born digital means natively created digital, just created and sent emails, all these things. Digitalization, that you know, physical document to digital form is called digitalization. These questions can come for 3 to 4 in computer examination, the 20 marks. Electronic record. What is electronic record or e-record? Record or data, generated image or a sound stored, received or sent in an electronic form or a microfilm or a computer generated microfiche, and shall include floppies, digital DATs, digital tapes, hard disk. This will be called as electronic record. That means whatever data you are having generated, if you are transferring into computer generated microfiches or microfilms, that is called electronic record. Now comes to the most important data: legacy data and metadata. What is legacy data? Legacy data is which are not migrated to the new system, or the data which are purged, archived from the current database, not available for online usage. I will tell you what is legacy data with example. We have migrated from ALPM to IBBS in the computer environment, IBBS to CBS environment, right? Everybody knows that. Many young people may not be knowing. For example, 2010, we have migrated to CBS. Earlier data, which is available in IBPS and CBS, is called as legacy data. Can we access that data now? That if it is purged and kept here, okay. IBBS data, whether we can access, we cannot access. So that migrated to new system, the data will be purged and kept somewhere to access, but not available to online usage. We have to go to back. They have kept in one server. There we used to go and we used to take the data and we used to give the customers about the data. That is always now 13 years or over. Now nobody is asking. That is called legacy data. Now metadata. This question only came. Minimum, if you forget everything, metadata you remember. Metadata is a data that provides information about other data. Provides information about other data. In other words, we can say data that is used to describe another content. That is called metadata. This definition last time also he has asked it, previous year also he has asked it. Okay, there is metadata. Number 1, whether now before talking on this customers with documents and all, one thing you should remember is under RTI Act, Right of Information Act says no specific time frame prescribed for preserving documents. Now we are going to see 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, unlimited, everything we will see. But RTI Act says there is no prescribed time, specific time. इसका मतलब कोई time नहीं है उसका RTI Act में. Okay. Now let us see. There are some documents. Whatever the documents you are holding in the bank, you should keep in 3 categories you have to place. Number 1 is Group A, Group B, Group C. What is Group A? Group A, the whatever documents you have to, these items should be kept in only FBR strong room. For example, cash. where you will keep, sir? Only strong room. Gold packets, mostly we will keep in strong room. Group B, there are 3 type of category. Group C means you can keep in strong room also, you can keep, or you can keep in fire resistant record cabinet. Choice is yours, which is basically dual lock. Anyway, always dual lock. FBR safe भी dual lock है, ये भी dual lock है, ये same है, same, or in fire resistant record cabinet. Group B में choice है, Group A only one, Group 2 2 choice, Group C 3 choices. All 2 will come. Strong room will come, cabinet will come, and a cupboard with dual rocker agreement. 3 choices are there. Here 3 choices, here 2 choice, single choice. So bank will decide which document should go where. Cash, can you put in a cupboard? No, you have to go to Group A. So bank has identified what should come under Group A, what should come under Group B, what should be kept under Group C. Next, all records older than 3 years that are not required for frequent reference may be transferred to old records. Not destruction, old records. If you want to keep somewhere as an old record, after 3 years, you can keep it in the old records. That is the first point. Then, procedure of destruction of old records. You want to destruct old records. What are the guidelines? Every year during November, remember, during November, a list of records to be destroyed is prepared and submitted to P&D section, premises section, COHO. We have to place a list before 7th of December every year and obtain permission from destruction. You cannot do destruction on your own. As per policy, every year November you should start preparing the list, and before 7th December you have to provide it to your premises section and get permission. Okay, then the process of destruction, once the permission comes, you can go for destruction, and the entire process should be completed before April. This is the guidelines, theoretical guidelines with regard to destruction of records. Now comes to the most important slide, that is how much time you have to keep the records. Let us see. See, for your better understanding, what I have done is 5 years I have kept in one place, 20 years one place, 10 years one place, permanent one place. Okay, 4 slides. But I have kept very minimum points. If I not write exhaustively, this slide will, the entire 10 slides it will take. So very important points only I have taken here. The first most important point you have to remember is preservation of records is section 45Y of RBI Act. Never they have asked. If you're able to remember, you remember 45Y of RBI Act says about preservation of record, not RTI Act. RTI Act never said, 1 minute. Hello? Hello? Sir, I'm in a class. Sir, can you call me after 10 minutes, sir, please? So preservation of old records, 45 of BR Act, RTI Act, any time frame is there? I told you in the previous slide, RTI Act never said any timelines. Okay, they may ask you, preservation of records, what is the time frame as per RTI? No time frame. But BR Act, time frame is there. Now let us see the time frames. Records under Prevention of Money Laundering Act, they say at least 5 years from the transaction between the client. Just now we discussed. Then records of closure, 5 years. These two already discussed. Transactions, 5 years from today. Any KYC documents, accounts, all these things, 5 years from closure. These the two are basic things you have to remember, these two. Okay. Then comes to specified records, register for internal nature, 5 years only. Everything, record anything, 5 years. Money changing activities, also transactions, 5 years. Dubious transaction word, if they use, that also 5 years. These are the transactions which you have to preserve for 5 years. Try to remember, these are the transactions, the account closure, logic, money changing activities, transactions, dubious transactions, and these things, they're 5 years. Then what are 20 years? 20 years, only 2. Unclaimed deposits. Unclaimed deposits means more than 10 years. After that, 20 years. Please remember, unclaimed deposits will be lodged and settled first. 20 years after its settlement, you have to preserve. Okay. Then, any court disputes, litigations in the court of law, 20 years of the disputes are over. They never say from the date of dispute. They always say once everything is final, decision has come from the 20 years. Unclaimed also, not from unclaimed date. You have sent it to RBI, 10 years it is there. Then it came back. Then you have closed the account. From there, 20 years. So I am clear. 20 years is for unclaimed deposits and disputes in court or litigations in court of law. Transactions, closure, money changing, 5 years. 5 years, 10, 20 years, you are clear. Now let us go to 10 years. Anything with regard to check, if you ask check, 10 years. Check. Okay, 10 years. Any write-off loan accounts, preservation of loan papers, 10 years. We will remember like this for our purpose. Deposits, 5 years. We have remembered just not 5 years. This 5 years. We will think as a deposit. Advances related anything is 10 years. Okay, like that we will remember. Write-off, advances mein hota hai na. Loan papers, advances hota hai na, 10 years. Advances, everything is 10 years, you see. Credit limits book, fire insurance policy, power register, go down, CBIL. Advances means 10 years, boss. Deposits related 5 years. Like that we will remember, so that if a question comes, we will go to near to the answer. Miscellaneous also bank said 10 years. Miscellaneous means some point, ATM register, remittance, traveler check, shore off books, cash books, Thappal book, leave register, SA, BA, SL. After tallying 10 years, government transaction. These are all with for 10 years. I hope now you are clear with 5 years, 20 years, 10 years, what to be preserved, how to be preserved. ABC you know na? Okay. Now the last slide. Permanent kisko rakhna hai sir? Not 5, not 10, not 20. Permanent rakhna hai isko. Kab hai? Now these things you by name you can remember few things. Branch license. Jab tak branch rahega, tab tak license rahega. Branch license, branch shifting, policy matters, inventory, staff lapses with disciplinary action, mortgage papers, death claim papers, dividend warrants, provident fund related anything, investment registers, security, staff file, power of attorney, succession certificate, locker agreements, ATM card issue, very important, registers and applications, permanently have to maintain, jewel appraiser file, hardware, software, RBI reports, bonus paid, complaint register, all most important points only I have considered. If you go to the circular, you will receive 100. Remembering is very difficult. Reading is different. Remembering is different. For examination, you have to remember. So I made it less. So you can remember this. If it is going beyond that, we are not helpful. We can't do anything. Okay. But most important, which are related to banking, I have kept here. Okay. Counter currency, fake notes. Very important question. 3 years from date. See, once the counter currency note, fake note you have received in your branch, you have to lodge a complaint. If it is a 4 pieces or less than 4, month end you can give a complaint. 5 pieces or more than that, immediately you have to lodge a complaint. This is a counterfeit currency note guideline. Once the complaint is lodged, police have made an inquiry. After that, police will give back the currency note to your branch. Then how many years you have to preserve? 3 years. From the date of receipt of police authorities or courts, you have to preserve for 3 years. And one more answer is there. Court, we made a court case on the customer. After court case also, 3 years again you have to preserve. This is very, very important with regard to fake currency or a counterfeit currency. 3 years from after receiving from police, 3 years from after court case. Okay. So last time, once the question came, police, how much? 3 years, I made an answer. I'm in the examination hall. Next time they have asked, police authority dash, court dash. I know the answer of police 3 years. I have given. Court case, I have not read carefully. This is available in the retention policy. But I have given wrong answer. I made 2 years. After coming out of the examination hall, when I went to the preservation policy, when I saw it is 3 years, I lost 1 mark. So that is the reason I kept these answers. 3 years for police, 3 years for court case. One answer I know. He wants to take 2 answers and give me 1 mark, that examiner. But second answer, I don't know. I made a fluke answer. It went wrong for me. So that is the reason I have kept these answers for you. Only my logic that time says, police 3 years, court may not be 3 years. Maybe it is less. That is my logic. But my logic went wrong because I have not read the policy clearly. Okay, friends? Now let us go to the terminal questions. Anand sir, are you there, sir? My class is over. Now how much you have retained, you will check. After this, I will take a break. Anand sir?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. Sir, let us see the answers, how they are answering, sir. Some 10-15 questions I have kept for knowledge check.
All are
Cross-border wire transaction report.
all
I will read the
answers are E.
question. Sir?
All are answering E.
Very good. See the way we have remembered, you are not seen the choice also. I have told you, cross-border means 5 lakhs, 15th of succeeding month. Remaining all NPO, all these things also I know. NPO, cash transaction, 10 lakhs, 15. I don't want to remember. I want my answer. I want my mark. Very good. What is the threshold limit customer fixed for opening current account in urban? Now that formula will work here. I told you current account, OD, OCC, one clue I have given, write the table and give the correct answer.
Many answering D.
Very good. Because I have told you 2, 3, 4, 5, rural, semi-urban, urban, metro. Urban, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the answer. Correct. Perfect. Again, semi-urban. I think if the table is there, you can answer this question also. Answer it very fast.
C.
Very good. Very good. Now, record files of unclaimed deposits to be maintained and preserved. How many years? Unclaimed deposits for how many years?
B.
5, 10, 20. Very good. Very good. This is 20 years. One more 20 years is court litigations. Correct, na? Okay. If the average balance in the SB current account term deposit account of a customer is dash, it is categorized a high risk. In the balance in these 3 accounts, if more than certain amount, we will classify under high risk. What is that? You should know
I think
all
all are
low,
answering
mid,
correct.
high. Very good. I think you are also in the class, sir.
Yeah.
100 lakhs and above is the answer. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Low means 25. Medium means 25 to 100. Which one is not an official valid document?
Many answered D.
Very good. Ration card is the wrong answer. Which official, sir, don't worry about the giving the answer. If you know the answer, even if you have not given, don't worry. You can take the mark. Now you see, if OVD furnished by the customer does not contain updated address, here you have to question carefully. You read, he is asking which type of question, whether the latest date is asking or after closure, after updated document. Certain document or limited customer should have been updated OVD. Updated OVD within how much time he has to give? This is the question. Read the question carefully, because both answers are here.
So all are giving correct answer.
Okay. I think Anand sir is becoming knowledgeable. See, 3 months is the correct answer. I told you updated document 3 months, but latest document when you are taking for a local utility bills, that is 2 months. Dash means capturing live photo of the customer of the OVD and the proof of the position Aadhaar. See, if a person doesn't know the concept of online KYC, video, everything, it looks correct only. But now you became knowledgeable, you straight away go with the answer. That is the difference between reading, understanding concepts and answering the question.
C.
Very good. That is digital KYC. What is the term used to describe innocent victims who are deputed by fraud?
B. B.
Can I go ahead, sir? Sir, are you there? Anand sir, are you there? Anand sir, are you there?
Yes. I'm here.
Answering any wrong? Answers? Any wrong answers coming?
No,
because
no.
I have not described this.
Yeah, all are answering. Money mule.
Okay. Yeah. Money mule is the answer. Actually, I have not told. Now I have explained to you what is money mule. A dash means a person designated to ensure overall compliance of the obligation imposed under chapter of PML. Overall compliance कौन करता है? क्या किसको बुलाते हैं हम लोग? Whom we call
Designated
as?
director.
Who is that person?
Designated director.
Very good. I'll go. This is a very interesting question for me this year. The threshold for controlling ownership for purpose of determining beneficial owner has been revised. This is revised. Please note. Earlier, a different answer for this. Dash for companies and trust. Very important. That's why I posed this question.
There are multiple answers, 15 and 10. That is 15 and 10.
I told you very clearly, sir. I think, Anand sir, I think you can tell. I told you very clear. Company and trust, one answer to remember. Remaining all, one answer. I told very clearly. Still, you are confusing yourself. Company and trust, it is 10%. All others, like partnership, association, anything you take, it is 15%. Don't get confused. That's why I said don't get confused only. That's why I told company trust is 10%. This is revised. Okay. Earlier, company is 25%. Okay. So I finished this particular session. Any doubts are there, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll take a break. Whether I can complete by 1:30 priority. Yeah. 10 minutes, I'll take a break.
Yeah.
I'll take some water. You can also take some coffee, and 12:35 I'll start. But sir, priority, whether I can finish by 1:30, I'm thinking. Or shall I stop here, sir?
You can continue, no problem.
Because now you need not read KYC policy. Whatever question comes, you can able to answer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we will continue.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So, friends, we will have a break.
Take a break of 15 minutes. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I am pausing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you can start.
Friends, I think the class should end at 1:30. I may overshoot 15-20 minutes. Please ask your spouse to provide lunch to you at your place, so that immediately you can join Jagannath sir class at 2 o'clock. I don't want to disturb, because you
Sir,
people are telling that
Jagannath's
classes
class
should
is at 2:30,
as
sir.
soon as possible.
Hello?
2:30, huh? Okay,
Yeah, 2:30.
okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then, okay, I can conclude before 2 o'clock. No issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, friends. Now we came to the second topic after KYC, that is priority sector. The recent circular is 674/2023. What I felt is last year, whatever RBI issued circular in 2021 somewhere, there was no much changes in priority sector lending. Okay, but the people who are this year appearing, they should know what is priority lending, and also I want to be very clear on priority sector lending also, full session. Yeah. Why the priority sector lending is required? Just I'll go. These are the theory part only. Examination part, it's not for examination part, but you should know why these priority sector guidelines and all those things. If you give priority sector lending, these sectors in the economy will receive adequate credit. Okay, that was the reason Government of India, Reserve Bank of India will consider for the development of these sectors, they will give some priority sector guidelines. Okay, the purpose of this particular is better credit flow to these credit deficient areas. If any in these areas where we are going to discuss after this particular slide, those areas, if you want to push some money, so Reserve Bank of India has given some targets to all public sector banks, private banks. Everybody has to follow these priority sector guidelines. Like small farmers, marginal farmers, weaker section people, these people should go get some loans. That is the reason these guidelines have come. Not only that, it will boost the credit, which is important areas like renewable energies, solar and all, social infrastructure, all these things. Okay. Then what is the advantage if you do all these things? Then the better credit penetration to these deficient areas they will get, and they will get loans also, like small farmers, marginal farmers, all these people, which enable overall development of this country. Exports will be increased, employment will be generated. These are the basic advantages. These questions may not come in the examination. Before knowing priority circular or understanding priority, you must have a broad idea about priority. That is the purpose I told. It may be useful when you are facing interview. In the interview, they may ask you why Government of India and RBI wants to give more thrust on priority lending. Then you should tell these words. Okay, credit flow to the sectors they want to give, sir. That is the reason priority sector lending guidelines are there. Now, one small example I want to ask you. When I finance to a car loan, you give a vehicle loan, Canara vehicle, whether it's a priority or a non-priority, only yes or no. Two are choices: priority, non-priority. See, car is a luxurious. Whether if a customer or a person takes a car, anyway, whether it is connected to these areas like country ka development ho jayega, exports improve ho jayega, employment ho jayega, nahi hota hai na? It doesn't happen. That's why car loan is a non-priority. For example, you are giving a housing loan. Yes, it is required. Your Pradhan Mantri says, Narendra Modi, everybody in the country should have some house. If RBI doesn't show interest in housing loan, so how people will get loan? Banks will not give loans, not housing sector. That is the reason housing loan was made as priority sector. At the same time, RBI said, okay, you are taking a house. 1 crore is a priority. 100 crores. One a rich man will make a bungalow. 100 crore bungalow. Is it a priority? No. That's again luxury. So Reserve Bank told up to certain amount only, even housing loan also we will classify. Modi ji bola hai, ghar hona hai, not bungalow hona hai. Sabko rehna hai. Everybody has to have some shelter. For that, one house is required. Enough. So RBI restricted the loan amount also in housing loan to classify under priority. With this brief understanding, let us see priority sector lending. Some questions I will skip because in the latter end of the session also I have kept some questions. I want to see some knowledge check actually, because time frame. I think I'll cut these questions to you. Yeah, this question I'll keep. Under social infrastructure lending, banks limit up to dash per borrower for setting up of schools, drinking water, sanitation will be classified under priority. Here, the answer is actually 5 crores, but the answer is in international currency, not in your Indian currency, that is rupees. So you should know how to convert. These things I told in my nurture class also. Again, I am repeating here because in priority sector only these slides are available. Understand this logic called 6, 9, 12. Why I told 6, 9, 12 is 6 zeros is a million, 9 zeros is a billion, 12 zeros trillion. Million, billion, trillion. We call now. What is that in Indian currency is zeros. 6 zeros means 10 lakhs, million. Billion means 900 crores. Like that, if you keep zeros, you will come to know. Now you can answer this question. Answer is 5 crores. How many zeros are there in 5 crores? 7 zeros. Put 7 zeros here. After that, 6 zeros is our formula, 6 is million. So 50 million. Answer will be 50 million. This is how you have to convert. This I don't want to repeat here. That's why a little bit faster I went. Now let us come to the priority sector topic. See, generally we give credit under RAM model, retail, agriculture, MSME, right? Okay. Now retail loans, that means to individual customers we give. Agriculture means by name you know that agriculture. Agriculture always you remember there is allied activity. Farming is the main activity of the farmer. Along with that, he will do allied activities like dairy. This is honeybees or poultry. All these are agriculturist allied activities. All this is classified under agriculture. Then comes to MSME, micro, small, medium enterprises. In micro MSME also, there are 3 type of things will happen. One is manufacturing, another is service, and another is trading. And remember, earlier trading was not classified under MSME. Now recently MS Ministry has given a guidelines. Now retail trade, wholesale trade also will be classified under MSME only. So manufacturing, service, trade, all these 3 activities are classified under MSME. See, ultimately in our country, if you see, every individual will do some activity. Maybe he's a farmer, he's doing farming or allied activity. Maybe somebody is doing a business as a retail trade. Somebody is running a auto rickshaw or a car. Somebody is putting a manufacturing unit. Or like us, somebody is doing employment. Employment people will not do any activity. They will give service to their organization. They will get salary. All salaried individuals will get loans to individual customers. These are the main people who are in India who are doing activities. Based on that, the portfolio has been designed. Retail, agriculturist, MSME. Simple. Business people, MSME, agriculturist, agriculture. Salaried people will take loans under retail. Even these retail loans, which is mainly concerned on the income, even agriculturist also will come for retail loan. Even a businessman also come for retail loans. That is a different part. Now, before coming to now you understand the concept of RAM with priority. Now let us know what is the ANBC and CV. Adjusted net bank credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure. Last time one question came, you should have a proper understanding on ANBC and CEOB. Now let us see. As per priority target for commercial banks, what Reserve Bank told is, whatever loans you are giving, out of which 40% should go to priority. It's a simple answer. But some typical point is, they never said 40% of credit. They said 40% of A and BC. A and BC stands for adjusted net bank credit. Credit दिया आपने, adjust करो, adjust, after adjustment whatever comes on that 40%. So that is the reason it is called as adjusted net bank credit, or 40% of credit, or credit equivalent of balance sheet exposure. Try to understand this word first. Credit equal to off balance sheet exposure. Why off balance sheet exposure? When a balance sheet is written, on the bottom of the balance sheet at the footnote, any bank will write off balance sheet exposure, means below the balance sheet they will write something. What is that? LCs, bank guarantees. That is called as non-fund based exposure. See, we will give fund based exposure, we will give non-fund based exposure. Credit A and BC stands for fund based exposure. Whatever car loan, housing loan, everything you are giving now, housing loan, car loan, MSME loan, term loan, working capital, all will come to A and BC. But non-fund based means LC and BG. This is not available in the balance sheet. It will be available in the bottom of the balance sheet with a number. Sir, guarantees 1,000 crores we have given, sir. LCs 2,000 crores Canara Bank has given, sir. That amount, total amount, you have to convert into credit. That is the reason off balance sheet exposure is nothing but LCs and BGs. Convert into credit, equal to credit. Then you see how much amount it comes. So credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure. Both of them we have to see on that 40%. Whatever is higher on that 40%, we have to achieve the target under priority sector lending. I hope I am clear. 40% of fund-based limits, A and BC, simple language is fund-based. CEOB is non-fund based. 40% of fund-based loans or 40% of non-fund-based loans, we will see whichever is higher is our target. Okay, so A and BC means fund-based loans, CEOB means non-fund-based loan. Credit equivalent stands for, credit equivalent means total non-fund based converted into credit loans, then it is called CEOB. Hey, when you say the example, you will better understand. One bank has given 1,400 crores under loan deposits, and loans are 500 crores. This is the balance sheet. In the footnote of the balance sheet, they said they've issued LCs of 200 crore, bank credit under 400 crore. Just imagine. Now let us see how much this particular bank has to achieve. What is the target is? 40% of A and BC. A and BC, A and BC means credit. How much? 500 crores. 40% of 500 crores is the minimum target. This is coming to 200 crores they have to give under priority sector lending. Out of 500, 200 crores to be given under priority sector lending. That is the first target RBI told. Other than that, what they told, credit equivalent. What is the amount? 600 crores. We will imagine the value of LCs, BGs, when they converted into credit loan amount, it became 600 crores. Now, what is the 40%? 240. Now, which one is higher? Off balance sheet exposure is higher than the actual credit. 240 crores. That means this bank has to achieve 40% of 240 crores, not 200. Not 200. This is what you should understand with regard to A and BC and credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure. Now, how to arrive A and BC? I told you, simply they can say 40% of loans. No, they said 40% of credit. No, 40% of adjusted. Adjustment कैसे करना है सर? ये formula है. By reading this formula, we will never understand what exactly A and BC. Everybody will try. Even I tried for 28 years. I could not able to make it. Now, in the next slide, what I have done is, there are some plus, there are some minuses are there. Some additions, some subtractions, both here they have used. So for a better understanding, in my next slide, see, this is the bank credit. Actually, this is the total credit. Out of that, they're told to minus this bill release code. Then it will come to 3. Then some addition, some deletion, some addition, some deletion, like that. Ultimate last adjusted net bank rate will come. I have rewritten this. How to remember? So I have made a rewrite of this. Now let us see this. What to be added, what to be minus, if you know, the answer will be right. First is total bank rate in India in A and BC. Just one idea I'm giving to you. One idea I'm giving to you. This question they have never asked. Sometimes they will ask what is the item out of this to be added to the bank credit. So you should have an idea. So let us see for 2 minutes. You will understand. Total credit in India is 1. You have to deduct something from this. Bill rediscounted with RBI. See, you have given some loans, some 100 crores loans you have given. That is your credit. Out of 100 crores, for example, you have discounted with RBI. Some bills you have already financed to some party. Rediscounted again, you got some funds from RBI. Whether you have to reduce or not, you have to reduce to get the correct credit. So that is the reason RBI told bill rediscounted with RBI, reduce. Then you will get net bank credit. Now you got the net bank credit. Now you have to add something or deduct something. What is that additions? See, when you are not achieving priority sector lending, then you have to keep the amount in RIDF bonds, NABARD, National Housing Board, Cboa, Mudra. When you are not achieving priority sector lending, because you have not achieved, because you have kept that amount there for a lower interest rate, it can be added. It can be added to net bank rate. Same time, other investments eligible to be as a priority sector. Any investments you made, for example, investment in security assets, Reserve Bank told we will classify under priority for you. That also can be added to get the credit. Then last, bonds, debentures in non-SLR categories under HTM category also can be added. These 3 items you have to add to arrive the correct net bank credit. Some minus also you can do. What minus you can do is, these are the items. If you remember the add figures, these 3, RIDF bonds, any investment priority, debentures, non-SLR category, remaining, even if you forget also no problem. Additions, you remember 3, remaining all are minus. What are the minus? Eligible amount of exemptions in long-term bonds of infrastructure, affordable, minus ho jayega. Advances extended in India, again is the incremental FCNRB deposits, qualifying for exemption of SLR, deduct. Investments made by public sector banks in recapitalization bonds floated, deduct. Face value of securities acquired and kept under HTM category, deduct. For urban cooperative banks, investments made after 30/2007 permit of non-SLR bonds held to maturity category, deduct. All these are deductions. This is confusing. Deductions you forget, additions you remember. If anything comes, you can remove odd man out principle, you can take and you can come to the answer. This is called A and BC. Ultimately, what is the net has come, that is called adjusted net bank rate. On that, banks has to achieve 40% or 40% of CEOBE. Now, once the banks achieved or not achieving the priority sector target, we are responsible to RBI. We are answerable to RBI and Government of India. So RBI is monitoring our priority sector lending. How they will monitor? Quarterly they will monitor, the first point. Okay, whether we have to give any information to RBI, whether we have achieved our target or not, 40% or whatever it may be. Yes, the priority data to be furnished to FIDD Central Office RBI. Okay, this is the office we have to report how much we have achieved priority. Maybe excess, maybe short, whatever it may be. Then how to report? What is the periodicity? We have to report quarterly also, because when they are monitoring quarterly, we have to report quarterly. Along with quarterly, annual also we have to do. How much time? After end of the quarter, within 15 days. For example, September quarter is over, 15th October is the deadline for you. Yearly means 1 month. After annual year is completed, within 1 month. Quarter means within 15 days, we have to report to RBI. All commercial banks will report to FIDD Central Office RBI. RRBs will report to the NABARD. NABARD is the regulator for RRBs. So NABARD will report to RRB. NABARD will in turn report to RBI. They are also same, quarterly and annually they will report to RBI. This is the reporting mechanism of RBI. Priority sector lending. Now, priority, non-achievement. Agar if some banks you have reported, you have not achieved the 40%, you have achieved only 30%. What about you? Then what about that bank? Our bank has achieved more than 40%. We are at 50% in private sector lending. In the balance sheet, you can see that. Then non-achieved, some bank has achieved only 30%. 10% shortfall is there under priority. Then that amount of shortfall, they have to deposit somewhere. Just now I told you there is an addition under A and BC. First one is RIDF. RIDF stands for Rural Infrastructure Development Fund of NABARD. Whatever shortfall is there, you go and deposit with RIDF NABARD, where the bank will get lesser rate of interest. Okay, but NABARD will use that fund for rural infrastructure. That is the purpose they will do. Non-achievement penalty is keep the funds in RIDF. Earlier, only RIDF was used to be there. Now, there are some more funds from more organizations have RBI decided are introduced. Those are NABARD, NHB, SIDBI, and Mudra. Okay, what is the funds? NABARD is for agriculture shortage, NHB for housing loan shortage, SIDBI, MSME, if you are a shortage or you have not achieved MSME target, you can keep the funds under SIDBI. MSME not reached, Mudra Limited also you can keep. These are the areas you have to invest your shortage of funds, shortage of target under priority. Agriculture, for example, 18%. You have achieved 16%. 2% you have to keep in NABARD. Housing finance, there was no shortage. Housing loan, there is no specific target by RBI. But if you want to keep under housing, you have to keep under NHB. MSME means ZB and Mudra, you have to. There are 5 agencies available now for the people, for the banks who have not achieved the priority sector lending target. One it is RIDF NABARD, remaining all of NABARD, NHB, ZB and Mudra. And the rate of interest and the tenure, how much time you have to keep that amount. You have shortfall, now you have to keep the funds there. How much time? What is the rate of interest you bank will get? That will be decided by Reserve Bank of India. Now come to MSME definition. I told you in MSME, manufacturing and service are the main portfolios. Manufacturing means this is a big manufacturing unit you see. Here you will find plant and machinery inside. There is a construction. These are all construction. Plant and machinery. Stock also will be their raw material. All 3 will be inside the business. But remember, for classifying a manufacturing unit, please remember very carefully, for classifying a manufacturing unit, you will never see what is the value invested in construction, what is the value invested in stock. As per ministry guidelines, only plant and machinery investment only we have to see. So that is the reason investment in plant and machinery we see. Coming to service industry, service means a person who is doing service and getting some income, auto driver, car driver, bus driver, doctor, all these are service providers. These service providers will not have plant and machinery. They will have equipment. Auto is a equipment, car is a equipment, bus is a equipment. For a doctor, whatever equipment he is using is whatever items he is using for checking is equipment. For a dental doctor, he will use a chair, that machines, everything is equipment. In that, how much investment this borrower made, it will decide. Based on manufacturing is different, service is different. Manufacturing, we see plant and machinery. Service, we see equipment cost. How? Ministry said, first of all, this business will be classified manufacturing and service into 3 categories. Okay, one is micro, small, medium. There are 3 categories: micro, small, medium. Micro means what they told is investment for a manufacturing or service, both are same here now. Manufacturing and service, there was no different amounts. Now both are same. Same means investment in plant and machinery, investment in equipment. If it is less than 1 crore or up to 1 crore, it is a micro. Plant and machinery or equipment, 1 crore to 10 crores in between, it is a small unit. Yep, up to 50 crores plant and machinery equipment, it is called medium. This is the definition for micro, small, medium. Based on investment in plant and machinery, based on equipment, this will be decided. Okay, but here one more point is there. Not only investment you have to see, you should see what is the turnover in the balance sheet. If turnover is 5 crores or less than 5 crores, then only it's a micro. 50 crores, then small. 250 crores, medium. That means now the clear picture is, for classifying one manufacturing unit or a service unit, we have to see 2 things. One is, if it is a manufacturing, we have to see investment. If it is service, we have to see equipment. How much amount, the maximum amount they can invest in plant and equipment is 1 crore. At the same time, we will see how much turnover they made. If it is less than 5 crores, then only we can classify under micro. For example, investment is only 90 lakhs here. Just imagine. Micro as per investment. Turnover is 6 crores. Now what is the classification? the classification is small. Why is investment classified less than 1 crore? Okay, it is micro. But turnover up to 5 crores only micro. How much he has done? 6 crores. Even one of the item
Video is also stuck. Your side. No audio, video also. Yeah. You rejoin again. Hello? No, I'm talking to the people. Friends, there is a small network issue at Ravikumar's side. He will resume. Please wait. Your voice is not coming.
now is that okay, sir? Now my voice is okay.
Yeah, clear.
Sir, where I could lost my connectivity, sir?
You were explaining that.
Sir, whether this is over?
Yeah. Micro. You were explaining small.
Here only I lost.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, ultimately, what I want to tell you is, plant and machinery for a manufacturing, plant and machinery will take into consideration.
Turnover
For service
part you were
equipment will be taken
explaining,
into
no?
consideration. Okay. Then okay, sir. So, if anybody is using any businessman manufacturing or a service, less than 1 crore means investment means micro. Turnover also should be less than 5 crores. Here, what I want to tell you is, if the 1 crore, if it is 90 lakhs, the turnover is 6 crores, then that account will be classified as small. Why the reason is, maybe as per definition, investment is less than 1 crore, but turnover is crossed above 5 crores. So when one among the parameter, that is investment or turnover, exceeds micro, automatically that account will be classified in next category. That logic you should remember. Now micro, small, medium is the, now micro, small, medium, you know very well. How to remember this answer. Whenever in examination hall, if question comes like micro, small, medium, you write micro, small, medium, and you write 1, 10, 50. This is investments. 1, 10, 50 you have to remember. Turnover, you need not remember. Just multiply with 5. That means 1 means 5 crore, 10 means 50, 2 means 250. These answers automatically it will come. So when you write this table, whatever he asks in the examination, definition to be told, he will give some figures. For example, he will say that one businessman is there, his investment is 2 crores. Okay, turnover is 8 crores. Like that, we can give. Then you have to see more than 1 crore is coming to small. 8 crores means here. then that account will be classified as small. Like that, you have to answer this question. How to remember is, you remember 1, 10, 50, micro, small, medium, anyway, you know, multiplication is 5 is the turnover you have to put. Then automatically you answer any question. They will never give direct answers, 1, 5, 10, 20. This is a definition. They want to know you whether you know the concept or not. They will give a different answer. Last time, I think scale 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, I saw this type of question. They have jumbled like anything in numbers to confuse the participant. Most of the people got confused. Concept should be clear. If it is more than this, it will be a large industry. This is the MSME definition. All micro, small, medium will be classified under priority. Now, priority applicable to which banks? Every bank in the country is available. All are applicable, sorry. Commercial banks, foreign banks, less than 20 branches, foreign banks, sorry, about 20 branches. See, why I've added this is, commercial banks like Canara Bank, State Bank of India is equal to foreign banks about 20 branches as far as priority sector lending is concerned. But less than 20 branches, different treatment. RRB is different, small finance bank different, urban cooperative banks, different guidelines are there with regard to RBI, with regard to priority sector guidelines. Now, categories. Under priority, there are 8 categories. Number 1 is retail loans. Retail, only 2 loans are classified under priority. One is education loan, another is housing loan. Agriculture, all agricultural activities will come to certain amount only. MSME, micro, small, medium is a priority sector lending. Export priority to certain amount. Social infrastructure, certain amount priority. Renewable energy, certain amount priority. Others, other than these, all 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 items, whatever it comes under these items, will be classified under priority in commercial banks. Now let us see targets. How much target Reserve Bank of India has given to the banks? Commercial banks and foreign banks, all for us it is same, about 20 branches foreign bank. 40%. Total A and B, C, 40%. Foreign banks less than 20 branches, also 40%. RRBs you see 75%. They are in rural area. They will give more agriculture loans. That's why they have kept more. Small finance banks also 75%. Out of 100 rupees loan, 75% loans they should give under priority. Urban cooperative banks also, Reserve Bank of India recently modified from 40 to 75. Okay. So I think here I made a small mistake. I think here it is 65. I think it is 75. I think. Let me check this. Okay. Now it is 75 by 2026. Urban cooperative banks also has to achieve the target. Now let us see exactly priority sector lending is here. See, commercial banks like Canara Bank, SBI and foreign banks, about 20 branches, 40% target we have to reach. Okay. Now Reserve Bank of India has to tell where we have to keep our money to construe it under priority. Let us see. Agriculture, they said RAM only you have to take care. First is agriculture I have taken. Reserve Bank told total 40% banks has to achieve, out of which 80% minimum you have to keep under agriculture. Sir, agriculture you can keep more than 80% also. Some 20, 25, no problem. They will consider under 40%. But minimum target under agriculture is 80%. That means out of 100 rupees loans, minimum 18 rupees should go to agriculture sector. That is the first point RBI told. Out of that 18%, agriculture also, there are small farmer, large farmers, big farmers will be there. So here RBI told we are agriculture anyway you have to give 18%, out of which you have to give more finance to marginal farmers and small farmers. They are small farmers. Small means, what is the definition? Marginal farmer means 1 hectare land or less than 1 hectare. Small farmer means 1 to 2 hectare land. This is very important point you have to remember for examination point of view. Marginal farmer and small farmer. Marginal, small. Out of 18%, 10% should go to these people. This is what RBI told. Then, not only marginal and small farmers, they told small farmer means landless laborers, oral lessees, tenant lessees, SHG, JLGs, who are doing agriculture allied activities. They are also classified under small farmer, marginal farmer. Loan to 2 lakhs for allied activities, that also will be classified under small farmer, marginal farmer. Loan to FPO, FPCs, farmer produce organization, farmer produce companies, where land holding is less than 75%. Those also will be considered under small farmer and marginal farmer criteria. Sir, you can give to finance to marginal farmer, small farmer, landless tenant, allied activities, anybody is doing up to 2 lakhs, FPO, FPCs, if they are holding land is less than 70%, everything will be calculated under these 10%. Okay, then Reserve Bank of India told, actually earlier it is only 8%. Reserve Bank of India suddenly increased to 10%. Out of 18% agriculture, 10% we have to give to small farmer, marginal farmer. Okay, example. Then 2024, the coming year only we have to achieve 10%. They have 21, they told 8, 9, 9.5, 10. But anyway, now 2023 is also over. They may not ask you this question, but 2024, that coming year, now you are going to achieve the targeted target. RBI told 10% that we have to achieve this year. This is with regard to agriculture. Okay. Then comes to MSME. Agriculture ho gaya. Totally out of 40, 18% should go to agriculture. Out of 18% agriculture, 10% go to small farmer and marginal farmer. Marginal farmer will come first. 1 hectare. 1 to 2 hectares, small farmer. This is the definition. Over. Now micro. MSME. Any amount you put, sir, they said, you want to give 40%, total 40% you give in MSME. But we cannot give 40% because this is a hard stick. 80% minimum we have to achieve in agriculture. Remaining we will put in MSME, being a good banker. Alright. Then MSME, what they told is, they have given target. Any amount you give under micro, small, medium will consider under priority. But out of that, 7.5% of A and BC, total 40% is 7.5% should go to only micro. Now you know what is a micro. In the previous slide, we know the definition. 1, 10, 50, multiplication of 1 crore in brand and investment, 50 crores turnover is a micro. Those people, small people under MSME, micro is small. Farmer is small and marginal. Micro, MSME, micro. So Reserve Bank told 7.5% you have to give to micro units. This is MSME target. Over. Now come to retail segment. Retail segment, only 2 loans. Housing loan and education loan is the target. Education loan, RBI told up to 20 lakhs only classified under priority. You can give any amount to reach the target of 40% priority, but education loans will be considered up to 20 lakhs only. If it is 1 crore education loan also, if you give up to 20 lakhs will be classified under priority, remaining 80 lakhs non-priority, that your bank will take care at the top level. Now come to housing loan. Very important point. Housing loan, there is a metro and other than metro. When a housing, I told you in the starting of my class also, housing loans, when you are giving at a metro like Delhi, Mumbai, like that, no. Metro means now RBI says wherever about 10 lakhs population is there, that is called as metro. Metro definition as per RBI for priority sector lending is about 10 lakhs population. Now, in the metro, when you are going to metro place, like Hyderabad, for example, you take Hyderabad, the total cost of the house, that means project cost of the house, should not be more than 45 lakhs. Total cost. Loan amount, what you are giving should not be more than 35 lakhs. So 45 is the total cost, 35 lakhs should be the loan. Then only that loan amount can be classified under priority. Coming to other than metro, like for example, small places like Warangal, small places like Chittial, Khatapur, small places. Okay, in those places, RBI told total project of the cost of the house should not be more than 30 lakhs and loan amount should not be more than 25 lakhs. By understanding this concept, now what you have to remember for the examination is housing loan classification is metro, non-metro. Metro means about 10 lakhs population. Metro means 45, 35. Other than metro means 30, 25. These numbers you have to remember. Now understand the concept. 45 is project cost, 35 is loans, 45, 35. 30, 25 other than metro, 30 and total cost, 25 is the loan amount. More than that, any amount, anything, either project cost increased more than 30 lakhs, loan amount increased more than 25 lakhs, it is a non-priority housing loan. This is the concept of housing loan. Other than that, if you are giving for repairs purpose, there also classification is there. If it is repairs purpose, if you are giving in a metro, 10 lakhs is priority. If you are giving in other than metro, 6 lakhs is priority. This is the definition with regard to retail lending. Now come to weaker section target. Weaker section means, I have classified here who are all the weaker section. Weaker section means, weaker section target, out of 40% A and B, C, 12% of the loans should go to weaker section. This is what RBI told to all the banks. Earlier it was 10%, it was increased to 12% now. Okay, weaker section means who are all coming under weaker section. See, weak maybe by income, maybe by social status, anything. You can understand. If you understand like that, you will remember. Small farmer, marginal farmer, there is very less income people, very small people, less land holding people, SC, ST, DIR loans, SHG, PMJDY, all are small people. Na? Persons with disabilities, physically challenged people, government sponsored schemes, NRLM, NULM, whom you are giving, sir, very low income people only you are giving. SRMS, scavenger scheme. Minorities also, there is a minorities also, if you finance, it is a weaker section. These are all by name, by seeing these names, you will understand they are all weaker section category as per RBI. But some people, they made it with amount. For example, distressed farmers, including non-institutional lenders. See, some farmer is there in a village. He has taken so many loans from non-institutional lenders. Somebody will give now that Aarti, all these people have given loans. If he has given so many loans without any limit, if you are giving a finance to a farmer who has taken so many loans from non-institutional lenders, he will be classified under weaker section. But other than farmer, distressed persons, you and me also will come there. But for us, it is 1 lakh. For a farmer, unlimited amount. For a distressed person like you and me, if you are distressed by taking loans from others, then it is up to 1 lakh. If you give, it is classified under weaker section. Then women beneficiaries, women, if you are financing up to 1 lakh, it is also weaker section. Artisans, village and cottage industries also, if you are giving finance up to 1 lakh, then also it is classified as weaker section. The 12% weaker section to be achieved by financing to these people only. Okay, then comes to export. Export also can be classified under priority. Only thing is incremental. That means last year, whatever exports we have achieved, 2% we have to achieve extra. That is our target. But the sanction limits, whatever we are giving to our exporters, it should be 40 crores or less than that. Then only the 2% will be calculated on less than 40 crore customers, whomever we have financed under exports. So you have to remember 2% of ANBC is your target and sanction limit should be less than 40 crores. This is the priority sector entire chart I have kept in one place so that you can understand better. But this is applicable for commercial banks like us. This is very important slide for you. Other banks also I will show you. If you are able to remember, you remember. Otherwise, these targets you have to remember. Okay, let us see what about other banks. Now you can see here, this is foreign banks less than 20 branches. Foreign banks, about 20, it is coming with our banks. Last slide you have seen. But for them, out of 40%, they are also target 40%, but 32% they can give in only exports. Foreign banks, less than 20 branches also, same target like us only, 40% they have to give priority sector loans. But retail, agriculture, MSME, kuch nahi hai unko. Only 32% out of 40, 32% they can give for exports. The logic, you remember the logic. Foreign bank opened recently, Bank of America in Hyderabad. They cannot go to MSME and agriculture retail. So they can give export finance. Import exporters can come to that bank because it's a foreign bank. So that is the reason. For them also, it is very easy to finance. So that is the reason Reserve Bank has given relaxation for less than 20 branches, foreign branches. Then they can straight away go to 32% for exports only. Remaining 8%, anywhere they can lend. So less importance given for up to 20 branches. Once they have opened more than 20, then normal. Like us only, they also have to guidelines. Retail, agriculture, MSME, everything they have to achieve. Okay, clear. RRBs, 75%. I told you, we are 40%, RRB 75%. Same target. Agriculture 18% for them. MSME 7.5%, just like us. But weaker section, ours is 12%. For RRB, it is 15%. These are odd man out. Odd man outs, you have to remember that I kept in green, yellow color. Weaker section normally 12%, but for RRB is 15%. Exports generally 2% for you as a commercial bank, But foreign banks less than 20, 32%. These are exceptions. Then come to small finance bank, 75% just like RRBs, 18% is same, MSME is same, Waker section is same like us. If you remember our target, except 40 to 75, remaining all are same for as well as small finance banks. Okay, this is how you should understand. This chart is not so important. They never ask the question, but I cannot predict the examiner. So this chart is very important because it is commercial banks and foreign banks above 20 branches. This chart always should be in your mind. These exceptions, we are not at all working there, only for academic knowledge. Sometimes they may ask question, then you may say that, sir, you have not told us. That is the reason I have told. If you able to remember, you remember. Otherwise, this is, once again, I'm telling, this is very important slide. Now, let us see at a quick glance, what are the targets given? 40% for commercial banks, as you know. RRBs and small finance, 75%. Total target. Primary cooperative banks also, no, urban cooperative banks also, they have increased it to 40 to 75 and they have to achieve by 2025-26. Foreign banks, less than 20 branches, 32% they should give for exports. Less than 20, others 8% they can manage. Agriculture, 18% for everybody. But it is not applicable to foreign banks. I told you for foreign banks, less than 20, nothing is applicable. They can straight away 32% exports they can give. Marginal for everybody, it is 10% only, small farmers. Micro 7.5, everybody it is 7.5. Weaker section, I told you 12% for every bank, 15% for RRB. This is what you have to remember. Now comes to classification. See, when I told you about RAM, now categories you will see. Agriculture. When it's coming to agriculture, there are three types of categories: farm credit, agriculture infrastructure, ancillary activities. Agriculture was categorized into three categories. Let us understand what is farm, what is infrastructure, what is ancillary. See, before going to slide, I would like to tell you something. Farm credit, it is nothing but direct agriculture. One farmer working in the lands, working in the agriculture land is farm credit. Infrastructure, buildings, land and buildings, that means cold storages, rural godowns. If you are financing, that is indirectly helping the agriculturist. How it can help? Farmer can keep the produce in the rural godowns. So infrastructures. Ancillary, remaining all comes under ancillary activities. Like these three categories they have defined for agriculture. Farm credit also, there are two parts. Direct agriculture also, that means cultivation also, two parts. Number one is individual farmers, SHG, JLG, and proprietorship. Note, proprietorship. All these three people will come under part A. What these people will do? See, farmer means you will get only individual farmers in your mind. No. Group of farmers like SHG, JLG formation also, farmer like that you think. Proprietor means individual proprietor, one and the same. That's why RBI told all three are coming under part A. What activity they can do? They can do agriculture. They can do allied activity. I told you dairy, fishery, animal, all these things they can do. Then these agriculture comes for you for any finance. It is classified under farm credit under priority sector lending. How much amount? Any amounts are crop loans, small farmer, marginal for plantation, horticulture, medium long-term loans. Everything will come under farm credit only, irrespective of the amount. But note, amount wise, one ceiling is there, that is when the farmers after the patient has come to their hand, if produce is not getting perfect rate, they will keep that produce in some godowns. They will keep in warehouses. Then they will bring a warehouse receipt. Here you have to be very careful. When you are financing to these farmers against warehouse receipts, then there is a limit. The repayment of the loan should be 12 months. Remember, repayment should be 12 months. And these farmers will keep in two type of godowns. One godown will give physical receipt that they have kept the produce. But some godowns will give negotiable warehouse receipts. Some godowns will give negotiable warehouse. Some they will give physical. If physical farmer has kept the produce in a godown, relax. If he is bringing negotiable warehouse receipts, we can give maximum 75 lakhs. That is the only difference. Repayment, one and the same. Maximum 12 months repayment we have to give. If you are giving 13 months, it's a non-priority. It's not a farm credit. Up to 12 months only you have to give, because the shell that produce what farmer kept in that godown, that shell time is only 12 months. After that, it will spoil. Okay, that is the reason RBI told maximum is 12 months. But amount is depend on where the produce has kept. If it is a warehouse with a physical receipt, maximum loan is 75 lakhs. Negotiable warehouse receipt, it is 75 lakhs. 50 lakhs, 75 lakhs. Physical means lesser amount. Negotiable warehouse means we can give you more amount. This is the only difference with regard to amount. This is for individual farmers, JLGs, SHGs, and proprietorship farmers. Then any distressed farmers, Kisan credit card, okay, small farmer, marginal farmer, purchase of land for agriculture, all these things falling under farm credit only. Okay, farm credit, okay, land credit. Standalone solar agriculture pumps. If one farmer is keeping a solar based agriculture pump in his land, it is a farm credit. Solar power plants, barren fallow land, if they put, that means wasteland, dry land, even if they install solar power plants, solar agriculture pumps, all will be classified under farm credit only. This is the point I want to stress. See why I am telling this. Let me answer you. They will ask like this: standalone solar agriculture pumps will be classified under which of the following sector of agriculture? Farm credit, ancillary activities, or infrastructure lending, or some choice they will give. You should have an idea of where to be classified. It is a farm credit. It is not ancillary. It is not infrastructure. For that purpose, I am telling you. Okay. Now come to part B under farm credit. Nothing. Part A is individual. Part B is business people. Like that you remember. Partnership firms, corporate firms. That means companies, FPOs, FPs are individual farmers, cooperatives of the farmers. If they are doing agriculture and allied activities, this is also farm credit, but part B. All are same. Okay. Individual farmers, SHGs, proprietorship is coming under part A farm credit. Part B farm credit is partnership, companies, FPOs, FPVs, cooperatives of the farmers. Same. They are also doing agriculture activities. Okay. Now let us see here. See, individuals, there is no restriction. Any amount they can do agriculture activity, it is a farm credit. But this, for understanding, I am telling, these are the business type people. So bank, RBI said there is a amount restriction. Unlimited amount we cannot classify under priority. Now what is that amount? Very important to know that. If any of these people doing any activity, then up to 2 crores only priority. It is not unlimited. Remember, if the question came, partnership firms, corporate farmers, if they are doing any activity, how much amount we can classify under priority under agriculture farm credit? Up to 2 crores. They can do anything. Farmers, horticulture, all these things, what have horticulture loans, long-term loans, anything. 2 crores is the key point here. Hope I am clear. Now, FPOs, FPCs, if they are doing what they are doing, undertaking farming with assured marketing of their produce at a determined price, then answer is 5 crores. If FPOs, farmer produce organizations, farmer produce companies, if they are undertaking farming by assurance of marketing the produce, see what they will do is FPOs, they will take some villages, agriculturist land, okay, and with a predetermined price, they will tell this much amount we will give. And if they do this activity for all the on behalf of farmers as a group, then up to 5 crores can be classified under priority. Then last, this is same hypothecation. I told you just now, if they are keeping in a godown or roll house and coming for repayment, up to 50 lakhs, we can give finance for physical receipts and 75 lakhs for NW, negotiable warehouse receipts. This is common. In this slide, what you have to remember is for corporate farmers or partnership firms, up to 2 crores priority. FPO, FPC, 5 crore is the answer. Okay. Now, second sector of agriculture, that is agriculture infrastructure lending. Only one thing you have to remember is 100 crores. This is the answer. Infrastructure, if somebody wants to help the farmer, I want to help the farmers. I have started a rural cold storage. some rural godowns. For this, if I come to your bank for a loan, you can give 100 crores to me to construct these buildings. Indirectly, I will help the farmer. And this entire amount you can classify under priority. Okay, some they have again. Now you can see what are the items we can finance under infrastructure: construction of storage facilities, warehouse, market yards, godowns, silos including cold storage chains. All are same type of terminologies. Okay, soil conservation, watershed development, plant tissue culture, agribiotechnology, seed production of by all these we can give 100 crores. Oil extraction processing units, compressed biogas plant. This is also one more. Last year they have added. Setting up biogas plant also coming under infra. Why I am telling you, sir, they will not ask direct question. They will take one point from here. For example, they will take a compressed biogas plant where you will classify farm credit, infrastructure credit, or ancillary. Now we are going to decide ancillary. Next slide. So you should know clear. That is the reason. This is very, very important. Possible. Remember these items which are classifying under infrastructure. Most important is biogas, and this anyway by name you will come to know cold storage and all. Now last is under agriculture is ancillary activities. Very, very important is first answer. See, in ancillary activities, 5 crores if you are giving to cooperative societies of the farmers for disposing of the produce of the members, it is called ancillary activity. Why I am stressing here is, in the previous slide also you have seen FPO, FPC up to 5 crores, it is agriculture. See, I'll show you. What is this? Farm credit, na? Here also 5 crores, again it has come. See, these two are always confusing. Please make a note on your mind. 5 crores. Only one thing I will tell you. There are three things. One is farm credit, another is infrastructure, another is ancillary. This is ancillary. Here societies are coming. In farm credit, FPO, FPC, FPO is coming up to 5 crores. This is also 5 crore. Society also 5 crore. But remember, in this FPO, FPC 5 crores, farm credit, remember what I told, they are taking agriculture land from the farmers and they are cultivating. So it's agriculture activity. So that's why it's a farm credit. When it comes to ancillary 5 crores, here societies, they are taking 5 crores. Whether they are doing agriculture activity, no. What they are doing, they are only marketing. They are not doing farming. That's why ancillary. Understand the concept? Then you will not make a mistake in the examination hall. FPO, FPC also 5 crores is the answer. Cooperative society also 5 crores is the answer. But only difference is FPO, FPCs are taking agricultural land and doing agricultural activity. So up to 5 crores farm credit. Societies, simply they are disposing the produce of the members of the farmers as a society. So it is classified as ancillary activity. Okay, clear. And remember, this question is very dangerous. Cooperative society, they may ask what much amount? 5 crores. FPO, FPC, 5 crores. But if the question comes, corporate farmers, how much? Or a partnership, 2 crores. I told you. Corporate farmers, it is 2 crores. This answer is different. FPO is different. Society is different. These three are typical answers, remember. Then startups. In agriculture, any startup, answer is 50 crores, sir. Whether MSME startup, agriculture startup, anything is 50 crores. Okay? Remember these answers, startups. Then food and agro. Food and agro industry coming under ancillary only. What is food and agro? Rice mill, dal mill. These also amount is 100 crore. Remember, this is also 100 crore. This is also 100 crore. Ancillary activity or infrastructure lending. And in infrastructure lending, we will give loans for cold storages. In ancillary, we will give for food processing like dal mill, rice mill, flour mill. Up to 100 crores, we can classify under priority. The amount is same. If the question comes of amount, answer is same. Classification should be clear. Infrastructure lending will come under infrastructure. Godowns and all come under infrastructure, and food and agro comes under ancillary. This is the only remember you should. Then remaining everything comes under ancillary only. See, there is a shortfall. You have kept amount under RIDF, NABARD, ancillary. This is third final item. Agri, clinic, agri, business if somebody is putting ancillary. PACs, primary agriculture, farmer societies, LAMPs, everything under priority. Loan sanctioned banks to MFIs for on lending to agriculture sector, ancillary. The last but not least, when you are financing to NBFC and NBFC in turn financing to agriculture. See, bank will finance to NBFC. NBFC will in turn finance to agriculture. Please remember, agriculture is up to 10 lakhs per borrower if they are financing. NBFC is financing to agriculture less than 10 lakhs, then only it can be classified under priority. If NBFC financed 11 lakhs, it is non-priority. It is not falling under agriculture. Okay? Okay. Now, let us see how many of you could able to give this answer. Loans up to 5 crores to cooperative societies for farmers for disposing of produce to members is falling under which category? You know the categories now. There are 3 categories only: farm credit, agriculture infrastructure, and ancillary. Okay? Infrastructure, ancillary. Only 3. 5 crore to cooperatives. Farm credit, agriculture, or ancillary. This is a allied activity. See, to confuse you, one more choice they have given. Now you have to remove the correct answer. I hope you people give a correct answer. I will tell you because time is very short. Cooperative society, just now I told you it is coming under ancillary. FPO, FPC, farm credit. Okay? This definition already we have discussed. MSME, now you know about this definition. Out of this, bank told only for micro, we have to give 7.5%. MSME is only, MSME, we have to give 7.5%. And one more thing they told is, all the units under KVIC, Khadi Village Industries, whatever you finance, that will be considered under 7.5% of micro. For example, KVIC has sponsored some unit. You have financed to that unit. It is whatever amount you have involved in everything, that will be considered under micro of your target. Then other finance to MSMEs. I told you, even if you finance 50 crores under MSME startup, that is also MSME. Credit outstanding under GCC, already we have dispensed this scheme. PMJDY outstanding, calling under MSME. Outstanding deposit is Cboa in Mudra, also come under MSME. MSME, you have to reach 7.5%. For considering that 7.5% target, everything will come. Micro units, KVIC, whatever you finance, it will also 7.5. 50 crores up to startup, GCC, PMJDY, Cboa Mudra, whatever shortfall you have kept, all these will be counted under MSME. Export credit, already I told you, 2% of ANBC you can finance incremental. Last year, say 2% you have to increase. But how they will consider? 40 crore per borrower or less than that only. If you give 100 crores, it cannot be an export credit priority. 2% rupees 40 crores is very important. Education, already I told you in my first slide, 20 lakhs is priority. Housing loan, already I discussed it with you. I will not discuss again here. 10 lakhs population above is called as metro. Remember, when you are giving in cities, 45-35 metro. Other than metro, small places, 30-25. Your memory, you need not, now you know the concept. Remember the numbers, 45-35, 30-25. This thing only I'll remember. Because in the exam, I should take the mark. Repairs, 10 lakhs, 6 lakhs. Over. 2 important points here, which I would like to add you is, when a government agency is constructing for dwelling units, and your bank is financing to the government agency, then the house which the customer is constructing should be carpet area is maximum not more than 60 square meters. You have given finance to agency, government agency, in turn giving to one individual. The maximum square meters is 60. 60 is the answer here. Then under affordable housing projects, one scheme is there. Under this also be financed. For financing this, there are 2 parameters that party has to comply. Number 1 is 50% of FAR, FSI. FAR means floor area. FSI is floor space index. Floor space index, floor area. Okay. 50% should be there. Above that, it cannot be classified. And the house is always 60 square meters. Even government unit also 60 square meter. Affordable project also square meter. But in affordable housing project, one more point they have added is 50% should not be dwelling unit carpet area, not more than 60 square meters. This is one condition they told. 50% of floor area space or floor space index, they should not cross. These are the 2 conditions you have to remember for classifying that account under priority. Now, infrastructure. First of all, what is social infrastructure? Social means, how I remember is, in a rural area, if somebody construct a hospital, okay, schools, drinking water facilities, sanitation facilities, if somebody is constructing, somebody is doing good, Up to 5 crores if you are financing per borrower, it is classified as priority. Social infrastructure is 5 crores is the answer. And remember, how to remember is, yes, social infra start with S, S and 5 resembles. But one more modification they made. Okay, you anybody constructing a school, college, water facilities, sanitization facilities, hospitals in the rural area, up to 5 crores. But if anybody constructing this healthcare hospitals under Ayushman Bharat scheme in tier 2 and tier 6 centers, tier 2 means metro places, metro and urban, rural places, tier 2 to tier 6, if anybody is constructing, then 10 crores. There is a difference in social infrastructure. Please remember, you know the concept now. Whoever is constructing a school, college, hospital is social infrastructure. But in normal case, it is 5 crores. Under Ayushman Bharat, if somebody is constructing a hospital in these areas, then maximum is 10 crores. RBI has given a relaxation under Ayushman Bharat, but where the location should be tier 2 to tier 6. Tier 2 means semi-urban and rural areas. Okay. Now, renewable energy. See, electrical shortage may come tomorrow, water shortage may come. Now already Indian government started to encourage people who are investing in solar. So renewable energy is nothing but solar. Okay, windmills, all are we can say, instead of power, we can depend on these solar, biomass, windmills. Okay, so up to 30 crores. This is very important. Renewable energy up to 30 crores. If anybody comes for a loan for setting up of a solar unit, all these things, biomass, power generators, power exemption, you see, power. Windmills will produce power, power generators will power, solar also will power. Anybody wants to set up a power manufacturing unit, that means solar manufacturing or anything, windmills, we can give up to 30 crores. But an individual comes to you, this is very important. If an individual comes, not a business firm, then up to 10 lakhs will be classified under renewable energy. This is with regard to renewable energy. Now comes to other loans. Other loans. Now already everything is over. Now retail is over, education housing loan is over, agriculture is over, MSME is over, social infrastructure over, renewable energy is over. Bacha kya hai? Other loans. These are only one slide I have kept. Other loans is any loan you are giving not exceeding 2 lakhs. This is very important, sir. 2 lakhs to SHG, JLG. SHG and JLG up to 2 lakhs if you give, when for activities other than agriculture and MSME. Sir, generally SHG, JLG will, what they will do, sir? They will do agricultural MSME only. What is other activity? Retail they don't do. Retail is for us. Then what they can do? They can do something. What is that? Loans for meeting social needs, repair of their house, construction of toilets, or any viable common activity. If any SHG is not doing agriculture and MSME, doing different activity, like they need some for social needs, they need some amount for repair of their house, for construction of toilets in their house, are viable any common activity. These type of activities, if a SHG, JLG is doing, it cannot become agriculture MSME. So other loans under priority can classify, but only condition is loan is 2 lakhs. Clear? Then loan to distressed persons other than distressed farmers, as I already told you, weaker section target, not exceeding 1 lakh. This is also falling under other loans. Then loan sanctioned to state sponsored or SC/STs for the specific purpose for purchase of supply of inputs or marketing, then also it is coming under other loans. Last, 50 crores anybody is doing a startup other than agriculture and MSME, any other activity is doing as a startup, that is also coming under other loans. See, when it is a defined MSME business, agriculture, 50 crores, they will classify under agriculture. If it is not doing agriculture, MSME, doing some activity, then under other loans. With this, we have completed almost priority sector loans. The most important point here is when banks are lending to NBFCs and NBFCs are doing on lending, they will do to borrowers. Then I told you already, agriculture up to 10 lakhs. But if NBFC is doing for micro and small enterprises or HFC, Housing Finance Corporations, then 20 lakhs per borrower will be classified under priority. Again, I am repeating, bank will finance to NBFC, NBFC will finance to some customers, some borrowers. If they are giving agriculture activity loan, up to 10 lakhs priority. Above 10 lakhs, non-priority. For MSME, not micro, small, medium. Medium is not there. Only micro, small, if they are financing, up to 20 lakhs. HFC, housing finance. Somebody is constructing a house. NBFC is giving a loan. Up to 20 lakhs can be classified. Your amount, 45, 35, 30, 25. For HFC, if you are financing for NBFC, then it is only 20 lakhs. Now come to new in priority. Naya kya hai priority mein? This is valid till 2024. There are some regional disparities. See, there are priority sector loans. RBI told every bank is giving, but there may be a difference from place to place. For example, you take some small village called Rajupet, Hyderabad. You can see Hyderabad, so many priority sector loans we have given. Rajupet, we have given only 10 loans. All banks 10 loans. So there is a disparity. Na? Here there is a growth. Here no growth. How they will grow? So to balance karna hai na dono ko. So to balance this, Reserve Bank of India issued some guidelines. Let us see. This disparity should be removed. How to remove? For example, I'll tell you example, then you will understand. One district is having 1 lakh people. Rajupet, 1 lakh. Total priority sector loans given by all the banks are 50 crores. Just imagine. 50 crores priority loans divided by 1 lakh population, it came to 5,000 rupees. That means in that village, everybody might have not got the loan out of 1 lakh people, but average if you made, we can make average only, 5,000. So Reserve Bank of India says, per capita credit flow in this village is 5,000 only. One person average got 5,000 only. This is not acceptable to Reserve Bank of India. There is a disparity. We have to improve this district. We have to give more priority sector loans. Simply RBI can say banks will not do. So RBI said they have given a privilege. What is that privilege? RBI said we will give higher weightage. What higher weightage? See, if you are giving a loan, priority sector loans, where less than 6,000, here is 5,000. If it is less than 6,000 in a village, one person got less than 6,000 average priority sector loan. If you give priority sector loan there, I will take 125% weightage. You give 100 rupees loan for 40% priority sector, I will take 125% weightage. Then bank will show interest. Bank will give to these disparated or discriminated districts. But for example, already when we calculate 25,000 ho gaya Hyderabad mein, still bank wants to give. There is a scope. Reserve Bank told, okay, you want to give, you give, but weightage will be 90%. Even if you give 100 rupees priority sector loan in this area, Hyderabad, we will take 90% only for priority sector lending. This is how Reserve Bank of India has told to balance the disparity. Okay. Other districts, sir, 7,000, kya karna hai, sir? Sir, 24, what could be done? About 25,000, less weightage. Less than 6,000, if you give more weightage, 125%. What about 6,000 to 27 in between? RBI told 100%. Weightage will be 100%. Whatever you finance, you will take into consideration. Okay. So some points which I have seen under priority is priority sector loans up to 25,000, there will be no charges. This is a new point. And investment by banks in securitization notes, not applicable to RRBs and UCBs. Some rate of interest they have given, MCLR plus 10% and EBLR plus 14%. Okay. Last, priority sector lending certificates. See, your bank has achieved 50%. Actual target is 40%. 10% extra you have achieved. This 10% you can sell to a bank which has not achieved priority sector. Some bank has reached only 30%. They can purchase 10% from you. Okay. I think to my knowledge, in June 2023, our bank has sold priority sector lending certificates to other banks because we have achieved more than 40%. Okay. So priority sector lending, no transfer, no risk. Because you are transferring this extra 10%, other bank will not carry your loans. Okay. Only that certificate they will take, 10% they will take from you, and they will tell to RBI, we have given some commission to Canara Bank. We have got these certificates from them. So we have also achieved the targets. If they have purchased these certificates, they need not invest in RIDF bonds, all those things they need not do. Okay. And these certificates, how to sell, how to purchase, there is a platform called eKuber. RBI is maintaining this platform. And these certificates to be sold in 25 lakhs and in multiples of 25 lakhs. And there are 4 types of priority sector lending certificates available by the banks. What are they? general 40%, agriculture 18%, SM, small farmer, marginal farmer, I told na 10%, micro enterprises 7.5%. If you achieve more than this, you can sell to other banks. This is called priority sector lending certificates. Thank you, friends. I have finished the session. I think 1:56. We will finish very fast in 4 minutes and we'll go for lunch. Now, the first question is, what is the total priority sector target to be achieved by domestic commercial banks like SBI, Canara Bank? How much we have a target? Sir, are you there, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, we will finish 4
Answering
minutes.
40%.
Then we will break. Yes, very good. 40%. Priority total target, how much is to be achieved towards agriculture by domestic commercial banks? Total 40. Okay. What is the target for agriculture? These are all easy questions when you know the concept.
18.
18%. Right. Now, next question. Total priority sector, how much is to be achieved to advances to weaker section by domestic commercial banks? Weaker section, how much?
12%.
Remember, sir? Yeah, 10 to 12. Small and marginal farmer, it is 8 to 10, 10%. What is the maximum loan against pledge, hypothecation of agriculture produce? I told na, agriculture will keep the produce in the warehouse, including warehouse receipts for a period, not exceeding period they are 12 months, subject to a limit up to dash lakh against warehouse other than NWR. Other than means he is asking in physical format.
50.
How much we can finance? Yes. What is the maximum amount on education loan for priority?
Good. 20 lakhs.
Okay. I'll go very fast, friends. If you know the answer, it doesn't take much time because I have to leave you to lunch. Startups. मैंने बोला startup बोला था, आंसर एक ही आना है दिमाग में.
Various answer. 50.
50 crores. Distressed farmers. See, lending to distressed farmers up to dash lakhs per borrower. He is a farmer. He is not like you and me. When you are reading the question carefully, you read. Farmers, any amount is there?
1 lakh.
No, I told you very clearly, sir. 1 lakh is for you and me.
Yes.
For farmers, unlimited amount. No
Other
limit.
than farmers.
Other than farmers. I have not told other than farmers here. Loan to food and agro processing to an aggregate 100 crores. 100 crores answer also he has given. But generally, you can expect 100 crores can be the answer for you in the exam. Where to be classified? Farm credit, ancillary, agriculture, MSME, others. कहाँ पे classify करेंगे? Food and agro.
Ancillary. Ancillary.
Okay. I hope, yes, ancillary. Monitoring of priority lending. Monitoring of priority lending compliance of banks by RBI is done on which basis?
Quarterly.
I told you once it is complete within 15 days. Yearly means within 1 month. It is quarterly. Loan to food and agro processing to aggregate sanction limit of dash per borrower can be classified. Food and agro, how much amount? Food and agro also same amount.
100.
Infrastructure lending also same amount.
100.
Very good. Dash per borrower for building healthcare facility, including Ayushman Bharat in Tier 2, Tier 6. How much?
10 crores.
I told you in social infrastructure, normal S means 5 crores, but Ayushman Bharat means 10 crores. No processing charge for priority sector loans up to what amount?
25,000.
Okay. Bank loans to government agency for construct dwelling units for slum clearance. Bank is giving to government agency for slum clearance and they will give. Carpet area kitna hona chahiye? How much carpet area? Not more than
60.
If bank does not achieve priority sector, the deficit amount is not to be invested. Not to be invested. Not to be invested. It is not to be invested. Which is odd man out here? This is the IBPS question.
HFC.
Very good. Loan to farmers against pledge hypothecation of agriculture produce not exceeding dash months will be classified under priority sector lending. It cannot be more than these months because the shell life is maximum that much only as
12.
per RBI. Very good.
12.
Incremental export 2% is increment. What is the sanction limit? How much sanction limit will be classified?
40 crore.
Very good. Loans up to dash crore. Yeah, this question I want. FPO, FPC, undertaking farming, issued marketing of the produce, predetermined price under farm credit. Societies, FPO, FPC, same.
5 crores.
5 crores. Bank loan to dash to borrower, solar based power generators, biomass, renewable energy. What is the answer?
30 crores.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Okay, friends. Thank you very much for joining with us. I hope the sessions, the two topics I have taken may be very much useful to you. Actually, I didn't get much time to prepare on lending part. So I have prepared some topics which are very important for you. In the next upcoming classes, I'll cover some important topics to you. Thank you very much. 30, our Jagannath sir will take the second session. That is also very important, deposits policy. So we will, from my side, if anything is there, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can log off and you have your lunch and come back at 2:30. Thank you very much.